You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Welcome to the Dungeon Run. I am your Dungeon Master this evening, Ron Ogden. Welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you. If you're joining us for the first time, hey, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We also have a whole bunch of other episodes on YouTube that you can watch. If you haven't caught up, that's okay. I have been doing recaps at the start of every show to get you on board quickly, and I got another one for you this evening. So, welcome. We're live. Still no word from Kevin Bacon or his people, but we've got our fingers crossed.
Listen, Kevin, if you're out there, hi, we're such huge fans. I don't know what you're up to on Wednesdays, but
I've seen all your movies.
we've seen.
I've seen
Morgan loves you.
I promise to cast disguise self as you for any episode you want to show up.
Apollo 13.
We have no shame here on the Dungeon Run.
Sponsor us.
Kevin Bacon, we need you. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon better be 1 degree of Kevin Bacon very soon. By the way, congrats to Surena, who announced this week. You're the voice of the new game for Jackpot.
It's so funny you asked if I had anything to plug and I said no.
That's all right, we got you, girl.
We played Jackbox on the channel before, so we're gonna have to play it when it comes out.
It's a really fun game. It's called Fixie Tex, and
Fixie
Tex, and it is Jackbox Party Pack 10.
So
Let's
you said this
do
is
it.
Is this your first or second?
Second.
What was the other one?
It was in Party Pack 6, and it was called Push the Button. I was the AI that was. It was like imposter. What is it? The Among Us. Among Us vibes. Throwing people out the airlock.
Got it.
And I was a stressed AI.
You do excellent AI, as we'll remember from Fiasco.
I was that. That was what I did.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I'll throw it over to you for sponsor.
Yes, we've been talking about our amazing sponsors, Die Hard Dice and World Anvil. We're very happy to be joined by them. Check out our intermission for amazing discount codes for that. And also Dogmite Games, who has been supplying us with some amazing wood products that you're going to be seeing here very soon. And as of this week, we have a new discount code for you all folks. So if you go to Dogmite's website right now, and you can get 15% off anything in stock or their custom orders. Let me tell you, their customized wood stuff, it is nuts.
I cannot wait for you to see what we have coming.
So go in the checkout, use the code Dungeon Run, no space, all caps, Dungeon Run for 15% off on us. Tell them we sent you. We love you, Dogmite. Thank you so much. And by the way, come back soon because we're going to be doing a giveaway of one of their amazing Traveler Dice Towers that should be arriving here soon. Not everyone at the table is allowed to enter that.
None of us.
I can tell.
I did mention McDonald's last week. I did mention McDonald's.
But that's extra accounts.
That's literally, check it out. They're gorgeous, gorgeous wood items. So get on that. Also, we are a show made possible by Patreon. Patreon.com/thedungeonrun. Check out for all the amazing extra content that we've got for you there. Let's see, Ron and Josephine did an amazing dungeon cooldown this week, which was a lot about food.
Was
Surprise.
We barely scratched the surface.
We didn't even get into cheeses.
I
know that's a big thing.
I held myself back.
I could tell.
I don't know why she did, because she's talking to me, and if it's not clear, I love food.
But we also talked a lot about Rhea and the City of Glass and all these other relationships.
Yeah,
I think it's all about food. I kid. We do talk about dive deep on story and character, but it was a lot about food this week.
Yeah. Food was good.
It's a good vibe and a great time. Also, I will say, speaking of Josephine, just before we went live tonight, Josephine posted her first cast secret to Patreon.
Oh.
And I cannot watch it.
Nope.
The cast is forbidden.
No, we can't.
The cast is forbidden from watching it.
But I can talk a little bit about it because I watched it, and I will tell you if there is some gossip in there. Well, you guys need to get on that. It was amazing. Thank you, Josephine. That was incredible.
It's apparently quite juicy, is what I'm hearing. Yes, so go to our Patreon.com right now.
You lose scope of how big a secret is when you're holding, when you know
yes,
it.
For sure.
When you know all the answers, and I'm like, I guess that is a big deal.
Whoops. Whoops. I'm a god? What? I don't know that. But also there's other amazing content, and you get free interactivity like bursts of light and bursts of shadow. You get a free advantage, disadvantage at certain high tiers. We also read off some names at the end of the show. And also this past weekend, I just ran a game for some of our amazing patrons for Angel Devilson, Lincoln Break, I Think I'm Nuts, and Festive Life Preserver in our ongoing campaign that I'm running for everybody in the Force of Light, Force of Shadow tier.
Oh, yeah.
The party of players is currently at like 19 people.
Oh, wow.
And it's incredible. I'm quite enjoying it. It's a bit of a mental exercise. Yeah,
I would say
we're
so.
having a fantastic time. So go to patreon.com/adungeonrun and find out all the good stuff. Ronald?
All right. As you may know, and if you don't, I'm telling you now, we are an interactive live show. Woo! That means you, the gods who watch, can interfere and interact with the players at the table by a variety of ways. Advantage and disadvantages for all the cast as well as the DM. And we have our Force of Light and Force of Shadow, which are levels of continuously growing powers that appear within the world. And you can interact and apply to that by using our glimpses and bursts of both light and shadow. As I often try to say, light does not necessarily mean good, and shadow does not necessarily mean bad, because if you've ever gotten a sunburn, you know all about that. And if you've ever been in the dark and hiding from someone, you know all about that too. I've done a lot of LARPing, guys. I've hidden in shadows, watching people walk down alleyways in the middle of the night in the woods in Georgia. So promise you that was not anything witchcraft. That is not witchcraft. LARPing. Look it up. You can
At your own risk.
Sorry.
If you are a Patreon member, or thinking about it, it is a new month. So we have more bursts and glimpses available for you to impact now. So remember, don't forget about those. And I think that's it. Anybody have anything else?
I'm nervous, but let's go.
Don't be nervous. You'll be fine. We're all here. We're good. All right.
Be nervous.
Sean, I think it's time to enter the City of Glass. We return to the vitreous realm of the City of Glass, where our intrepid heroes, Val, Cristobal, Otto, and Rhea, recently found themselves engulfed by the shifting phases of the city, the echoing dirges of tormented spirits outside the Umbral warehouse, and the guiding light of the towers. Among our friends, questions loomed concerning the Umbral governor's enormous changes at the last minute, the nature of this corrupt sludge, and their shared experiences before they arrived in the city. Otto sought the solace of shared secrets, a salve for his insecurities. So there, in the cozy domain of their nemesis, the group shared. Cristobal shared that he has an unknown mother, and his father's reticence to speak of her. Val shared the guilt surrounding his ex-fiancée, entwined with his sense of pride about his fraternal obligations to family and friends. And Rhea shared about her service to a vague prince, leading to a serendipitous meeting with someone meaningful. Oh, how quintessentially Rhea.
Great details.
Great
It
detail.
says a lot and says nothing at
At
all.
Quintessentially Rhea. During this Hardfield exchange, the lumbral skull, a familiar enigmatic eccentricity, there it is, familiar enigmatic eccentricity to this group, radiated with a phantasmal glow. Rhea consequently discovers a gift of a loaf of healing bread conjured in her hands, courtesy of the gods who watch, stoking the mystery of the skull and the powers it contains that guide and potentially imperils them. There was a nuanced beat about Otto's command of phrasing. That sparked a debate among the party. That sparked a debate among the party about the skull's possible primal potency, its association with Bahatha, and its extraordinary risks. The conversation then turned to the cave dweller, Rhea, about the strange cave they described portraying the creation of the astral dwarves, their ties to their originator, and those born of my blood through the storm. Cristobal's whimsical mention of a god tax led to the most convincing prevarication Otto has ever told as Val discovered changes that came with mask removal, including the unbearable stir of echoes from the screeching souls alive outside.
Kevin Bacon reference.
There's already been a couple.
I'm such a fan of you,
Yep.
Kevin.
A bunch. Kevin, no shame.
No, we love you.
Literally. After Cristobal used his wizardly powers to find magical ley lines and objects within his sight, he focused on Val's obsidian axe and the spirits outside. When its focus eventually shifted to assisting Otto in the learning of Identify, Otto decided to try it on the lumbral skull. A spectacular eruption of wild magic culminated in a startling exorcism of wild things, including the waning soul Ramhidi escaping from the skull in fear of the barrel of corrupted black mass.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice.
During his respite, Rhea discreetly acquired a molted scale from Val. But their quiet respite was interrupted when an unseen creature broke into the basement and swiped the sludge barrel. In the resulting confusion, Otto again tries to convince Cristobal about being trapped in the gauntlet.
Listen.
A tale of underground creatures stalking Owlin folk in yet another famous Owlin play gave them a quick respite from their existential dread. Finally, after a long rest of introspection, new ensembles, and shared disclosures about their lineages, the group had to strategically choose their next step. Given the complexity of their situation and their loss of Coco, Cristobal, ever the politically proficient courtesan, advocated caution about using any hasty action against the umbral governor. The group decided it was time to find the radiant governor's coffin so they may petition the lumbral. With 10% of a plan in place, it was time for 90% of the costumes.
Oh, yes.
And Kevin Bacowlin emerged.
Yeah, he
Rhea
did.
expertly morphed into Nasir, chosen of Umbreth. Ooh. They took to the increasingly busy streets of the city, now in its last quarter phase. New souls increased in the town, with many new embraced openly walking through the city. With this new wave, a few waning souls were found. The group saw what Cristobal recognized immediately as a kobold of the wartime sect of the Garak, and Otto spying an elf burning by some unseen force. Their death sentence, implying destructive powers rampaging in Mekatos. The city and its regions seemed in flux, changing dramatically in size and shape. This and the renewed influx of souls suggested an alarming rise in the umbral governor's authority. Upon entering the notorious Shadowmire region, the party was engaged in a skirmish with a mesmerizing will-o'-the-wisp, and chasing it to the edge of the swamp, beyond all boundaries. An unexpected twist awaited them at the city's bounds when a door opened in a nearby building. There, a humanoid, bearing an uncanny resemblance to a familiar Gith, a disgraced courtly researcher known as Netzir. As this chapter of their journey continues, the promises of looming challenges mold our heroes' resolve. Their paths, guided by uncertainty, are intertwined with duty and danger, leading them deeper into the unfathomable secrets of the City of Glass and where the truth lies.
How many were there?
You tell me.
I mean, I'd forgotten about Wild
I caught
Things.
3, but I know
And,
that's wrong.
And honestly, I can't believe I'd forgotten about Wild Things.
I didn't pick up any.
Let's have a discussion on the Discord. How many did I get, guys? And name them if you'd like.
It was a lot.
Let me know.
There
Yeah,
was
there's
some
quite a
even
few.
that I didn't even know.
Quite a few, for sure.
Death sentence for sure. I heard that one too. Anyway.
All right. Before we begin and we get into where we left off, we do have a couple of bursts and glimpses.
Ooh.
We've got 3 glimpses of shadow from Tepartos.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Some
Tepartos.
windows.
Yeah.
Getting close.
Indeed.
Wait, doesn't something major happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting close. Sorry,
How close?
Something major.
my interactivity here just went, I think, died. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologies.
Gosh darn interactivity.
Tech problems,
Tech
everyone.
things.
Tech things.
All
Okay, there
I'm
we go.
saying is-
And we have a burst of shadow from Duo Mask.
Good.
Thank you, Duo Mask.
Yes.
And a burst of light from Angel Devilson.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you. That puts us 42% of the way of level 5 Force of Light, and only, we are at 85% of the way to our next level 5 Force of Shadow.
So 15% away?
Yes.
15% away.
Oh boy.
I don't know how any of this works, but
Yeah.
That's a small number.
That
That's
seems
small
like a
number.
small
That means
percentage.
we're close.
Yeah, means you're close. That
And
is for sure.
I
You're further
really
close.
want to see what
I do want to make a small note. If any of you had problems donating using our donation link with cards, we have fixed that issue. You should be able to do that now again if you so choose. Okay, last where we left off, you all were at the edge of the city the region and the city, the region of Shadowmire into a smoke and fog filled swamp. You had just defeated by radiant magic the Will of the Wisp, and as you turn to sort of gain your bearings, out of a nearby building comes one Netzir, who immediately recognizes themselves
Yeah, that's probably
and
weird.
looks at Rhea Netzir and says, how interesting.
Yes, very interesting indeed. And I'm going to get very close to them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no, we're gonna find out.
Yes,
I didn't
because
do
as soon as you
anything.
begin to start coming towards him,
I don't
he
even get to
notices
speak to
he notices the very recognizable Owlin,
Well, what's up?
and turns around and bolts back into the door
Oh,
he
man,
just
I
came
didn't
out
do
of.
Wait, which
anything.
recognizable Alan? Like Kevin?
Yeah, there's like
Kevin is the
two.
most recognizable.
He was definitely the.
Wow!
Wow,
Okay.
Is that a Kevin
That's a
Bacon?
big knock. That's a big knock.
So it's everybody. We'll
Kevin,
roll
oh
initiative
my
real quick.
God.
We're in a chase, I assume, and
Don't
if you
hurt
don't want
me.
to chase him, you don't have to. But this is what he,
don't.
as soon as he sees that and sort of gets his bearings, notices the rest of you, and knowing that you have come with Cristobal, decides to. Okay, I'm out. Okay.
Is there a way for me to
So-
contact the Umbral Governor myself?
You have not tried to do that, but you certainly could try.
Okay, interesting.
Any advantages, disadvantages?
Good question. Otto, you have disadvantage from Failwaffle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Failwaffle.
buddy. Oh,
Rhea, you have advantage from Angel Devilson, but it was countered
So
by Failwaffle.
Sensing a trend.
So just straight roll.
Thank you, Failwaffle. Thank you, Angel Devilson. Everyone else straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Copy.
Right. 20 to 15, or higher than 20 first. No? 20 to 15. Okay.
Guys.
15 to 10.
11.
14.
All right. We've got a Rhea at 14.
no.
We have a Val at 11.
Yeah.
Lower than 10 to 5.
9.
9. Okay, we've got an Otto at 9. And what about you, Mr. Fancy Wizard?
6.
All right, a Cristobal at 6.
Doing great. Doing great.
Uh,
Great start.
we have got a Netzir at 16.
Get him!
No.
I mean, maybe he's not built for speed.
He's probably not.
true.
He's kind of nerdy.
Very true. Probably
We're
not
making a lot of
built for
assumptions about nerds,
speed.
but
So Netzir, on his turn, as I described, you see him. No insight checks. You can sort of see it immediately. He recognizes Otto immediately, seeing Val, and turns and bolts back through the door he just came out.
Back through the door.
Back through the door he just came out of, disappearing behind the door. You don't know how far he has moved.
What does this building look like that we're next to?
It is a large metallic building. It seems newly built. It seems very similar to one that you were just in.
Oh, okay, like another warehouse.
Looks like another warehouse.
Got it, okay. All right.
And
So he's running.
yep, that is Netzir's turn. It is now Rhea's turn.
How inconvenient. And assuming that he's totally watching us, and so I'm going to turn around and say, that is simply one of my doubles that I employ for my security, you see.
oh,
Paid no mind. Simply doing its job.
Okay. You don't move. You just stand there and say that to the general crowd.
Well, he
Who
went
are
into a
you?
door, right?
He went into a door. Yes.
I'm going to lean like very close to the door, or if I can move to the door after having said that, and just say, "Don't blow my cover."
All right. Okay. Right. And now it is Val's turn.
Val, he's
Ready
probably
first.
just like twitching, like. All right. Okay, Netzir. Another one of your tricks, I guess. You're very clever.
Okay. End your turn, Val.
Yeah. I'm just
Otto.
gonna stay.
okay. So I would. No. I would like to do like the closest thing to like the Puss in Boots, like look to Rhea.
Okay.
Just like and basically say I would like to roll performance
Okay.
to convince Nazir that like I fully believe in my heart this is the real true Nazir.
Okay, so Netzir, the actual Netzir,
Yeah.
not the Rhea Netzir,
Correct.
cannot see you. He is in a door.
Oh,
He has
okay.
gone through a door and run off.
But they're close, so they might
Okay.
be able to hear
Could
us.
hear you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Nazir. Oh God, you're so intimidating to me. I am not good at persuasion. Otto, like, imagine if Otto did a good job. We'll see. Just kidding. I rolled a 1.
All right.
No.
Those
It was
embrace
exactly
that seem to be walking around are starting to notice what's going on.
I just want to be like, that isn't.
You're so good
Yeah.
at being strong. You're a powerful man, Nazir.
You do not need to speak.
You
This is clearly not helping your situation. Right
Yeah. Although, did you want me to roll actually?
Actually, let me get to the end of the round, and then I'll have people roll different things
okay.
because
Yeah,
they have some
yeah,
stuff there.
yeah.
Especially if you're not going to chase them, there's going to be some stuff there. So, Cristobal, it is now your turn.
You mean Kevin McCowan?
So, excuse me, Kevin McCowan, it is now your turn.
There.
I knew this would happen if I went out, that I would be recognized, and I'm sorry that you all have to be subject to this. It's embarrassing for me and for you. I'm sure, your body double was just, because I've had trouble with body doubles myself in the past.
Yes.
They were probably just shocked that you were walking around.
Okay, that's
someone
about 6
like that.
seconds. About 6 seconds of conversation there. At the top of the next round, everybody roll perception checks.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Any more?
Yes, Rhea, you are disadvantaged from fail waffle.
Fail
Everyone else straight roll as far as I'm
I'm
concerned.
not rolling well.
Hold on.
More than you.
Dirty 20.
Holy bro.
Dirty 20? Any
9.
9? Rhea?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Disadvantage.
4!
No.
Val and Cristobal seem very concerned about this door and what's going on. You two notice Through the fog out back of this building, because it is at the edge of the city near the swamp, you see what looks like a Gith figure running from the back alley down into the swamp.
We could just take us.
He's running into the swamp.
He does appear to be running into the swamp.
Oh, you said that was
We're the will-o-wisps, right?
And he is
Just a
clearly moving at a
boundary.
speed that is not normal. He seems blurred at the edges and moving fast.
Okay.
Ew.
I have a thing I want to look at.
We could just double down on this, you guys, and just say.
Just be like, "Mo."
Yeah, is whether or not we want him to get away or not. And
Val is literally like, if he gets away, we can still keep our cover. If the minute we knock him out, our cover is blown.
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
There's still an explanation for this right now.
I am really fighting my urge. I have some prey instincts right now, and he's running, and I would love just to take
But
out.
there's only one explanation for us knocking him out. There's a dozen explanations for this that we're just confused.
Okay.
Make a deception roll for me.
To who?
Just the general audience around you. You're keeping things low. You're trying to keep it. Yeah,
I'm just looking at all the people
I'll give you
walking by,
advantage
like,
because you're
yes,
keeping it
alright,
low.
yeah.
You're keeping it low. and
okay.
you're-
Yes, it's me. It's Kevin McAlvin. Yes, it's me.
You're having problems because there is clearly someone who is drawing attention.
Very
Yeah.
handsome. 14.
Okay, you seem to be able to say this low enough that no one who's
Yeah.
watching takes notice. And a lot of them are just starting to be like, okay.
And with the 20 perception, I assume I notice that there's people around.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I'm even
yes,
gonna say,
of course.
I will take you to your friend, right?
Thank you,
Yes,
Nazir.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sooner the better.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Kevin
I'm so
McAlvin.
happy we found you.
Okay, so you're going to let him go.
Let him go.
You have
Either-
6 seconds to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna let him go, or we get to eat him. I mean, that's not an option. But
He
finding
saw
him is.
you and me,
Yeah.
a very handsome owlin.
The most handsome, kind of weird limbs. Let's
Under the cloak,
Yeah.
and someone doubling as him.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's not like
That's not that bad.
no, it's not red-handed really.
Not yet.
We have deniability.
We have
And the minute
deniability.
we knock him out,
Yeah.
things
They go
like
south.
our options get chopped like even more
I'm
than in half.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I forgot to ask you. Make me a deception check. Or performance, whichever's better for you, since you're trying to
Deception.
perform. Yeah. I figured that was probably the case, but I was giving you
I
the
mean,
option.
who could say?
Who could say?
I mean,
If you haven't noticed, while we've been playing in the City Glass, I like to give options that are, it's not clear which skill it might include.
But sometimes the dice hate me.
yeah.
They just want to tell a story.
It's 11.
11. After you say all you did about Nazir to the door, when you notice Nazir running off, you also seem to see a couple of what are purple outlined individuals embraced seem to take notice, and a couple of them seem to sort of make haste away from the situation.
should we go inside? Is this one of your warehouses?
Yeah, Nazir.
Yes.
Yeah, we should get off the street.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'll go to the door.
As you open the door, a wave of smoke hits you in the face, and heat inside seems to be radiating
I'm
hot.
sorry, my fire must be out of control.
Is he burning it for the insurance money?
I don't know. Would you like to go inside? It is clearly hard to see through the smoke, and there you do definitely feel heat.
Yeah, I'm stay here, and I'll
You're
cover
gonna
my
go
mouth
in?
and
Okay.
try and make my way.
All
in a
right,
little bit.
make a con save and do it at advantage since you are trying to cover your mouth.
Can I take a moment outside to try and sort of like with my mask on, like close my eyes and try and see if I can just sort of like reach out and contact the governor?
Yep.
18.
18. Yeah, you're able to move inside, and you realize that some trap has been set off, and this warehouse is burning quickly. It's very similar layout. There's that long hallway that goes to a room with a fireplace, and there appears to be what is like a coat closet on your left-hand side when you enter.
Look for a better cloak!
Anything in the cloak?
There is nothing in the cloakroom.
I'm rushing for. We found a bunch of valuable information on a table in the
Okay.
middle of the room. I'm
All
going
right.
to rush into that room, see if there's anything there. And then
Make an acrobatics check as you have to jump over what looks like a burning table.
Okay. I'm pretty good at this. It's all right.
Go ahead and make, for you, a charisma save as you tap into the Umbral Governor's side of your mask. 21. Yeah, you expertly jump over this burning table. It's hard to see. Your eyes are stinging. But as you do jump over it, there is a little bit of light because of the fire that's going on. You notice that there is... make a perception check for me.
Okay. Not great at that.
Yeah, and at disadvantage because it's smoke filled.
4.
You sort of look around, and there are some things missing that were there in the other warehouse. Specifically, you can't seem to find the hatch below.
No hatch.
But there doesn't seem to be any other way out.
Am I able to tell the source of the fire?
It appears to be some sort of black sludge that is burning on the walls, the floor, and the table itself.
Oh, yikes. So it's going up and fast.
And in fact, as soon as you realize that, make a con saving throw.
I gotta get out of here. 11.
All right.
Oh my god.
Your max HP drops by 5.
What? Sorry.
Don't like that.
It's too much.
Don't like
You're
that.
5'10".
As
the 5'10"
you,
points, right?
you know, you're holding it in, but it seems to be still seeping into your nose and your eyes and burning you, and seems to start to sap your energy in a way that is very concerning.
I'm going to try one thing, and then I'm bolting for the door. In fact, as I'm standing there, Echo appears and is running for the door behind me.
Perfect.
So that's bonus action.
Yep.
Action, I'm going to use my other metallic. I'm going to try repulsion breath, which I normally would use to blow something 20 feet away from me.
Sure.
To basically clear
Yes,
smoke
got
and
it.
clear
So
fire.
you're pointing this down the hallway towards the door?
No, I'm pointing it towards this larger room
Okay,
area to
great.
see if I can get a clearer view of it.
Perfect. Go ahead and make use your attack roll on that.
Sure.
I'll use that as a gauge to how effective it is.
22.
So the rest of you outside hear this, what you recognize as one of Val's breath weapons, and a bunch of smoke seems to pillow out, even more so out of the front door, as some of the embraced start to really notice what's going on, and it seems like they're starting to gather a little bit. In the room, you see that there appear to be burning pieces of paper that have sort of fallen off the table onto the floor. Most of it's burned, but there is 1 or 2 scraps of paper that you could save.
I'm grabbing it.
Okay.
And then...
Make another con saving throw.
Oh.
I will get to you in just a second.
That one.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah, I'm going to be preoccupied for a second.
Yeah, but you're using my dice.
I am using Adam's dice.
You lose, on top of your 5, 13 more.
Oh my god.
You're now down 18 maximum hit points. You're still at full health, just 18 less max.
Wow. Bonus action, I switch places with my Echo, and I'm out
Perfect.
the door.
It means you don't have to make the desk check. And as he comes running out of the door, from his eyes, he's got the dull blue of his bluish white of his silver scales. There seem to be, especially around his nostrils, his ears, and his eyes, what appear to be like little cracks, black cracks that seem to extend from him as he stumbles out of the door. That was probably
really stupid.
Do I have you roll?
Charisma save?
Charisma save?
25.
As you tap into the mask, you're sort of pulled through this dark purple tunnel. Its energy, your consciousness, your body is still there, but your consciousness seems to be pulled there. And you get sort of a halo-ish, hard to focus vision of a beautiful, angelic Aasimar sitting upon a throne, and a very devilishly handsome tiefling sitting on another throne, and beside you appears to be a tiefling of some sort dressed in robes, and you feel the Umbral Governor realize that you have connected, and he shuts you out.
What is happening?
I was going to try and I was I guess we're still outside, right?
Yes.
I'm on my hands and knees, probably retching.
And
Oh,
to remind you,
what's
there are more and more embrace that seem to be coming to this section,
What is
trying to see
happening?
what's
This is
going on.
dreadful. Let us get away from all of this smoke and get on your feet.
This place is gonna go up. We should move. Yeah.
It's strange. This area is already filled with fog and smoke-like material in the air, but this stuff coming out of this doorway is black. It's thick, and even some of the embrace themselves seem to be and moving away pretty quickly.
We should put it out.
Make a stealth check, everybody, if you're leaving.
Yeah, I sort of lead away into sort of like.
In my assumption, this place is going to go up. There's smoke happening. The smoke is not of this place. I do not feel compelled to leave. I wanted to put it out.
You also make a wisdom check. Make a wisdom check for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
If you're running towards it, I'm gonna grab you.
Yeah. Wisdom check for me there.
because more people will be hurt if we don't do something about it. Just a regular wisdom.
Yep.
Okay. It is a 15 or 16.
In the back of your mind, you remember a little bit while you were in the owl statue.
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Yeah.
There was a discussion about hellfire and that it is impossible to put out once it's burning.
Cool.
At least you don't know of a way to put it out.
Jim, side note, thank you. Because I would try to be a firefighter in this moment. I appreciate it. Let's go.
And literally Val will lean in and whisper, like, the place was filled with that hellfire stuff. It's going up.
Okay, and then, yeah.
But I didn't see anybody, so.
12 stealth.
12 stealth.
Also 12 stealth.
20.
You have advantage because it is obscured. Everything is obscured. So you have advantage.
that's
Sorry,
right.
should have
I
known that.
forgot.
Should have mentioned that.
23.
23?
So I'm going to stick with 12.
12?
Forgot
24.
24?
about shadows too. Okay, well I don't know what.
And
I
you also have
rolled.
+2 on
Let me
your
just-
stealth check.
14.
Okay.
Let's just go with the 12.
Okay, well, you sneak away, getting further and further from the commotion, and you begin to hear what sounds like the metal running of automatons nearby. You cannot actually see them in the smoke, but you definitely hear what sounds like
The automaton fire brigade.
It sounds like metallic running of some sort.
Oh, wow.
Okay, once we've gotten to a sort of
like an
an
alley.
alleyway
Very
that's
easy to find
with
plenty
So
of
many
those.
alleys.
Yeah, less
It's
crowd
all
and stuff.
alleys.
I tried to reach out to the Emerald Governor just to sort of cover our tracks, but I guess he was preoccupied. He was seeing Lumbra. He's in front of Lumbra right now, with what I can only assume is his right-hand man of security, the tiefling that was described to us.
Yeah. What was that guy's name?
Oh, it's not good.
Two.
Oh, yeah, flipping through.
Valthul.
Valfor. Yeah, I assume that it is Valfor that's with him. I don't know. I've never actually seen him, but anyway, he's there right now, and he pushed me out. He did not want me to know that.
How is he in front of Umbra?
Oh, but you look so bad.
Yeah, I'm going to do a medicine check.
Yeah.
Make a medicine check.
Oh, yeah, oops. I should do
Straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
I didn't think about it.
2! You know what it is? I don't want to bring my arms
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
because it'll ruin my disguise.
So Cristobal gets real close to try to see what's going on and accidentally sort of headbutts you with his owlin face.
No,
Look
but-
at these,
yeah.
and I'm gonna hold up the crumpled bits of paper that I grabbed and force them into your hands. Here, take this. Look at it.
I'll take a
Please.
look.
Please tell me that I didn't do that for nothing.
It seems it's hard to read. Lots of it's burned. It's sort of do you speak Draconic?
I do.
Okay, so you immediately recognize the Draconic script. Make a we'll do Knowledge Arcana for me.
Okay.
Knowledge Arcana check for me.
Yeah, that's
Straight
fine.
roll as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that one.
As you do so, as you're looking at this thing,
eat
it crumbles to dust in your hand.
No!
As the paper was still sort of on fire and had a piece
I'm
of
sorry,
this.
I forgot how strong Kevin McCowlin is.
Yeah, he's just so powerful.
He's so powerful.
He really is. He's
Was that it? Was there anything else that I got?
That was
But-
the only thing.
But you do know that Nasir had a secret enough that he was willing to burn his whole house.
Yeah,
And of
okay.
course, he's full of secrets. I'm sorry, I was preoccupied. Oh, you do not.
Yeah,
look
you
good.
look. You're so. I don't want to. You looks like your face is breaking.
Nat 20.
I grabbed your face, and I wanted to look into your eyes and see if I could figure out why you're like it was medicine check.
Medicine check, you nat 20 it?
Yeah. It's not supposed to be like this.
He is clearly under some sort of disease effect from an inhalation of this hellfire smoke.
Oh, great.
Oh.
It is clearly draining his body of life force.
Oh, great.
And since I was kind of in the mask when all that was, I'm even gonna
Yes.
say, what did this do?
The smoke. Yeah, I got a big old couple lungfuls of it.
Yeah, inhalation of that smoke means bad. I don't know what to do with that.
Have a seat. Sit down. Just I know we're in the alley. Just sort of. I sort of put my head to yours, and there's like a warmth that radiates, and it's like when you're like picnicking on a summer's day, and like the sun is just warming you. And I want to cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Make a spell attack or a spell save. Use your spell attack bonus. And roll straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
D20, add your spell attack bonus.
Okay.
It's gonna be a violent restoration is about to happen. You Angelica.
Come on.
19.
Nice.
It's strange to you, Rhea. Diseases don't typically respond. Your lesser restorations you've cast plenty of times in your life. And the way that it sort of works as far as that you have learned is you identify the thing that's hurting someone and you target it with the spell. This is a little different in that when you target it, it tries to avoid you. The disease itself seems sentient or aware of your protection, but you, being as good a cleric as you are able to snatch it quickly and annihilate it. Roll a d10 for me.
You got worms, buddy.
Oh, don't you dare!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I think it was supposed to be a very peaceful time. I'm like gripping your shoulders, like,
And this is not pleasant for you.
No.
This hurts.
I mean,
Even more than
already.
getting it originally.
9.
You regain 9 of your max HP.
that's half. That's
Oh.
great. That's great.
It does not heal, so you are now down 9 hit points, but your max is up.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was down
I
18,
see,
so
I
now I'm only
Right.
down.
So as you do that, some of those cracks go away, but the wounds that were created by the cracks, the black ooze that was in them disappears, but they sort of bleed. He's clearly.
And then I pull out a bit, I break off a bit of the bread, and I hand it to you for 1d8 of healing.
Thanks.
roll a d8.
Roll the d8,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, can we heal him even if?
That
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
So I now I
it's
took
down
some
9.
damage,
Oh, yeah.
but yes,
Sorry.
Oh,
it's okay.
it was 1.
I'll take it.
It was just a little piece of bread.
Tiny little nibbles.
You got like the hard end.
The end got
crust.
stale, yeah.
That's fine. That's a little better, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Kevin.
If he's in front of the lumbo, we need to find Cristobal's father's body,
Like now.
Yes.
That means he's not here.
Let
Maybe
us
that's
hurry.
good
Let us
news.
hurry. And nor is his security.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see
because
the
they-
security?
Well,
there?
the
tiefling.
tiefling. I have to assume that that's
I'm
this.
sure that might be his main security.
Oh yes,
Right.
but
Yeah.
that is the one that I think we were supposed to be wary of.
Got it.
Let's move.
Let's move quick.
Do we know where we're
That's-
going?
That's good. No.
Looking for the
Wait.
biggest, baddest tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going
Ways to
towards
do.
the tower.
The
That's
biggest
right. We
house.
gotta like sort of refocus.
Everybody
in
make
and-
perception checks.
Is there like a little urchin we can hire to lead us?
9.
Oh no.
Those of you who are chosen of Umbrith
Yes.
or chosen of Lumbra get advantage.
Yeah.
If you are chosen of Luminoth, sorry.
Still 9.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't roll very
Confirmed.
well.
Adam's dice are terrible.
Both of these are trash.
Just rolled 2 5s.
And I did the Umbrith and Luminoth, and they're both bad.
5, okay.
9.
9,
13.
13.
8.
And 8. Rhea, as you are looking around the smoke-filled alleyways and looking for where the towers are in this region, you notice there is a poster sort of almost looks like it's been quickly slapdashed attached to the side of the alleyway.
Oh, take a look.
The poster is cast in hues
You
of
are
deep
here.
blues and grays, punctuated by stark white text. The background of the poster is filled with smoke and fog. On the left side, a large, imposing silhouette of what you assume is Baron Medulon is displayed. His eyes seem to be glowing ominously in this shadowy figure. He stands tall, commanding presence, his hand extended outward as if offering guidance through the darkness. His other hand holds an open book, seeming to represent knowledge, and a gear at his breast. Turning on this poster, seems to be alive and turning. The shadows are swirling in this poster. It's clearly very much a magical effect. It's the Baron's figure is surrounded by vague shapes of automatons, their eyes echoing the same glowing light, signifying unity. On the right side of the poster, a bleak landscape of the Shadowmire is transformed, with buildings being upgraded and improved, automatons in the background diligently working under the Baron's direction.
Oh, man.
The scene is depicted as if being lit from an unseen source. Below this scene, in stark white letters against the dark backdrop, the text reveals itself. Embrace progress. Embrace strength. And then, in a voice that you recognize, Rhea, embrace Baron Medulon.
No.
The bottom of the poster features the following slogan in bold, eye-catching letters. In shadows we thrive. With the umbral governor, we will rise.
Wow.
It is clear that the tone of this poster is to
Right.
communicate strength,
Yeah.
unity,
propaganda.
Propaganda.
and under the guidance of the
Yeah.
umbral governor Baron Medulon's propaganda.
Okay. So we're all looking around. None of us see a tower. Like where we're going.
It's right now the fog is so thick in this area that it's obscuring what you
Kevin,
can
jump
see.
on my back. Maybe you could see it higher.
And for you, you're sort of confused at like where the alley is. It's so the fog is so thick for you that it's hard to see.
We have to ask someone for directions.
No, but if we just get high, we wouldn't be able to see over the fog?
I mean,
Is it a low fog, a low-hanging fog, or...
everywhere.
As you
Is it
are
smoke?
approaching Shadowmire, you did notice that there is sort of a ceiling to the smog, to this fog, and you can see the towers in the distance.
I've been playing a
from
lot
outside.
of Zelda, and it is so very apparent in this moment.
Climb.
I haven't. I could also call someone and ask for help.
Oh,
So what
yeah.
I'm going to do is I am going to cast Find Familiar
Okay.
as a spell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing it as a ritual,
For
so
sure.
it can be
Yes.
instantaneous. So for this, I'm going to make like I'm flapping my wings, but I don't
Okay.
have any wings.
Sure.
And a tiny owl is going to pop up
Okay.
and land on my shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to send it up.
As you do that, you realize that the owl is completely mechanical.
Whoa.
Great. And I'm going to say, slay. And then I'm going to send them up into the air.
And in its owlin voice, slay!
Yeah, okay.
Straight into the air. Make a perception check for me.
We
At
haven't
advantage.
seen Slay in a while.
It's
been
true.
a minute.
It's been I have not had time to cast slay. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, this is perception?
Of a crow's perception?
Yes,
Or an owl's
Slay's
perception?
13.
perception. 13. You can see that you are sort of. You can see a large pillar of black smoke rising, even bigger than you saw before, in the distance a bit to the immediate left of where they're looking. You can see two towers, and all of the towers are currently lit. Some still moving as they obviously do, but you definitely see the tower that the Umbral Governor's tower seems to be. It's one of the two shining towers,
Right.
and it is maybe. Time is weird here, but it's a couple of alleyways down that way, and Slay could certainly guide you there.
And so that's what I'm going to turn to the group and say, follow me.
Absolutely anywhere.
Are you seeing through its eyes right
Yes.
now? Okay, so I will keep I'll keep a hand on you.
Assuming I wonder if I need
There
to
you were,
change.
Let's see what's waiting for us at the tower.
I
Here's a
assume
question.
that I went directly to.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Which is the tower in the direction that Nazir ran?
Yeah. That's a
No.
He ran into the
He ran into the swamp, so you're at the
Okay.
edge of it, and
Yeah.
you're going
Went the
towards the
opposite
center.
direction.
So you
Which I thought was
Nazir
weird,
showing
too.
up there might be advantageous to us.
Yeah, but I did get a glimpse of the head of security.
True.
Well, that's fun too.
And he's not.
Now, I didn't
I-
identify that it was a blurred vision of that
Okay, it's
individual.
blurred. All right.
So you haven't seen him really. Okay.
I just
You
saw
don't
it was. I
look
could tell it was a
at
tiefling.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
made an
yeah.
assumption.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I am going to lead them, pretending that I'm practicing for the role of someone who is sight impaired as Kevin McAllen.
Deep in
Yeah, method. I'm method.
Deep in
He's
prep.
so
Kevin is
method.
stupid method.
So,
It's
Kevin
Bird
McAllen,
Box 2.
we've got a couple of glimpses of shadow
Ooh.
from Vein Dead. Thank you,
Vein
Vein
Dead.
Dead.
We're getting close.
We are now 12% away from
12%?
our level 5 force
That's
of
a small
shadow.
percentage.
It's a
small
percentage.
Smaller than
percentage.
15.
Somebody send up the bad signal.
As you travel through these fog-filled alleyways, making turns here and there, the main roads of this area seem to have some embraced in them. Again, as I described last time, they were scarce before. Now, during this new day, a new tower's turn, there are clearly quite a few more. And of varying types. You can see varying types of them. Especially those of you who can identify the different aspects. And it is soon that you arrive at the tower. The Umbral Governor's Tower in the heart of the Shadowmire is an intimidating sight to behold.
If we round a corner and we're not going to walk straight.
No, I'm not.
that's
Yeah, I
okay.
figured you're just
Okay.
observing.
Ooh, that's a good. Okay,
This
yeah.
alleyway specifically seems that you can see the tower is close enough.
Can you take our photo?
Yeah.
It's an imposing structure that reaches towards the heavens like an obsidian finger, piercing the ever-present gloom with an undeniable assertion of power. The tower itself seems to be swathed in the deepest of shadows at its base, appearing almost as if void in the landscape, an abyssal echo of the ephemeral nature of the Shadowmire itself. Made from a sleek onyx-like material, the tower gleams with a pearly iridescence under the scarce light, revealing eerie images and shifting forms that seem to reside within the depths of the stone itself. These forms are akin to specters and other spirits that you have seen, seemingly trapped inside the stone's skin.
Wait, the whole tower's made of obsidian?
It is not obsidian, it's an onyx-like material.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Josephine.
But remember,
Thank you
guys,
for being so-
shadows aren't necessarily bad. Wanna hammer that home.
Very true.
There does appear to be some movement near the base of the tower, but you would have to probably take some time and wait for the fog and stuff to move in order to see
Can
what's
Slay,
going
like, swoop
on.
in?
It is below the surface of the fog
Yeah.
itself, so
So
Slay is going to have
the
same
entrance
issue.
is like shrouded
Yes.
Do you want to go ahead
What the heck
and
is
then
this?
say, I've got some people that I'm bringing through and come back and get us?
I think in that case, I might as well just bring you with me,
Directly,
because
right?
if they don't believe me, I'll
Then
never come
you're
back.
stuck forever.
Good point.
But
Good point.
I can scope it out.
Okay.
Wait, I'm kind of, I don't want to step on your toes. I'm a little bit of a method actor too, and I just like need to know, like, what is our relationship? Is this like, did you take us as our choice?
I have tricked you.
Okay, got it.
To Coco.
Yes.
Right, you're leading us to Coco.
Don't say a word about the luminal governor's body. Don't
No.
say a word about the mirror creator. We're
Yeah.
here to find Coco.
I did a lot of community Ellen theater, so.
Wow.
Kevin McAllen's like,
As you begin...
I can go ahead on my own though, just to
No,
see.
I know.
Don't leave me here!
I agree with you.
Yeah.
As you begin to move towards the tower, Otto, from within your pack, the skull flashes and blinks twice. A darkness around all of you begins to form, separating you from the world around you. You are in a black void. In the center of all of you, a book made of dark glass appears in front of you. Congratulations. Thank you, Phantom Onyx 13, for 2 glimpses of shadow, and the dungeon speed run for a burst of shadow.
Thank you.
That puts us at our level 5 Force of Cosmos.
Force of Shadow.
Shadow. Again, apologies.
No, it's good.
This one is called Glass Secrets. It is brought to you by Tepartos. A glass book is brought forth for the party. Each player must write 1 secret down and feed it to the book. At some point in the story, these secrets may be used to uniquely benefit the member in a situation directly tied to the secret.
Whoa.
At DM's decision. Benefit or detriment.
Okay, I was like,
In a
wow,
situation
pretty good.
directly tied
Hey.
to the secret, DM's decision. So,
Good times, bud.
indeed. So, at some point, you're by next session,
Okay,
you're going to give me a secret that you have written down.
Oh.
but we're not saying it out loud.
No, I will be sharing it
Got it.
with our Patreon, as
They
well
have
as
mine.
probably on a cooldown or a secret from me. I will be sharing these secrets.
That's fun.
So
You get
that
to have a secret.
Aw.
so that all of you at home who watch will be able to see and hear what these secrets are before they're revealed, so you can see how they play out. So you don't have to do it now. You can if you want to. You can certainly do it now if it's fresh on your mind. But by the beginning of next episode, I will need those secrets from you so that I can put them out.
Are we? I was going to say. I mean, are we writing them down and giving?
You are writing
So
them down
that's-
to me
yeah.
as if you are writing them in the book.
Mine would be a long one. That's
Great,
unfortunate,
that's fine.
yeah,
The book
so-
has plenty of room and seems to. And the way that it works for you, as you look at this book, secrets are pulled from your mind and written in the book itself.
Do we forget our secrets? No, we keep
No,
them.
you remember
I
them.
just need to know.
I was going to say feed our
Just
secrets.
each
to the-
player will
Yeah.
choose a secret against
It's a
that
valid
book.
question.
I just imagine each of us like this, like them, like comes out and Val's just like
That's a.
Yeah.
like, looking at him like, "Are you okay?"
Now, I also want to stress to the players: don't make this an innocuous secret, right? Make it something that is problematic for your party members to know.
Favorite pizza topping.
Problematic for other people
Or is
to know.
risky? It's probably a better way, rather than
Good.
problematic.
Right.
Have some weight.
Yes, have some
risk.
weight to it, which I trust all of you to be able to do. So,
All right.
thank you everyone for getting that. As you well know, we are now on our way to level 6, Force of Shadow, and we are about 16% of the way there, so 84% of the way to our upgraded
What?
level 6.
Even what?
Yes.
It keeps going.
Yep.
Going.
Keeps going. It will reset after level 6 back to 1,
Okay.
and then we will continue.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okay.
Rhea,
Yes.
you are moving as
As
your
it
secrets
is.
are pulled from your mind
Yeah.
and written into this book. The book shatters, and all of the shadowy essence that was around you, enveloping you, cutting you off from the world, dissipates and disappears, almost as if it was a dream.
Val looks guilty.
So does Otto.
Cristobal looks ashamed.
Ray looks like she always does.
That tracks.
Auto, since it's in your pack,
That
you
tracks.
can see that all that shadowy smoke and essence
just went-
seems and sucks into the skull. With its dark eye on the Asimar side seems to be glowing brighter than before.
Low to Otto's self, he says, "The skulls will be done." I don't know what that means.
We'll find out.
I don't like it. Onwards.
Okay.
Stay in line, just this way.
All right.
I'm helping Kevin here.
I'm
Okay.
gonna stay close to, like, if Rhea's leading the way, Val's right behind her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have to keep fairly close
Right.
with it being so obscured by fog and smoke. But
Are you keeping Slay up in the sky, or are you?
Yeah, I'll have
Now that we're
Slays up in the sky.
Okay.
And I want them to notify me if like they see reinforcements
if anything,
coming.
you've got it. Perfect. So you're going to stay. I'm going to say you're going to have to be within 15 to 20 feet of Rhea in order to keep eyes
That's
on
fine.
her.
Yeah. Right
we're
on her
real.
6.
Okay. So,
and-
Netzia Rhea,
Yes.
what is specific? Are you just walking up to the tower itself?
I am gonna walk up. Before we walk right up, though, I think you're already good at this. I'm going to touch Kevin Bacallan's shoulder and give him the blessing of the trickster, just in case. Advantage on stealth.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not rolled above an 8. Just so
Yeah.
Are you attempting to stay hidden, the three of you that are following?
I don't think so.
No.
Just
Just
in
making
case.
sure, just clarifying.
Just so for
You know,
later.
it's shadowy,
Of course.
so.
Yeah, not questioning the
It
decision,
lasts-
just making sure
because
that
it
we're
lasts
not
for an hour.
doing it.
Great.
Okay.
Nitzir's Tours of the Shadowmire.
But yes,
On our left.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go in as if I like business as usual. I'm just bringing that they're with me. I tell them to stay close. I'm like, don't wander, and just act like this is normal.
Okay. As you approach, there are two very large automatons. By large, I mean they're at least 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall, standing in front of the doors of the tower itself. They carry on their backs what look like glaives, two-headed glaives, and each head seems to be sparkling with obsidian. As you approach, Rhea, these once pristine and well-defined automatons now appear slightly distorted. Their glass and bronze components seemingly warped and bent and discolored in places. They seem to stand at attention, and as you come by, they cross in front of you.
Just question, by the way, asking for a friend. Are those glaives too big for me to throw around?
Nope.
Sweet. I'm a fighter. I can pick up anything. Sorry, go ahead.
Move aside. I have business.
They are maskless. They have no mask themselves. And those, as I described, those distorted glass and bronze components seem to make a grotesque imitation of a face as they say, "You are not welcome here."
What do you mean? It is I, Nitzir.
The one that just spoke to you says, "We see through your guise, Rhea Stone.
Oof!
You are not permitted."
What?
Oh no! If they say we see through your guys, Val steps in front of Kevin Bacallan.
Oh.
They don't seem to acknowledge that you're there. If you're staying like 15 to 20 feet away from Rhea, it is clear that they...
I was trying to be
right behind her.
I'm worried that
They
grab her
don't
and...
seem to,
Okay.
other than that,
Okay.
they don't seem to move.
Okay.
I roll an investigation just because I've met so many automatons.
Sure.
And I love them.
Yeah.
So
You have a friend already.
I have a friend, and these guys are kind of weird, and I'm checking in to see if they're okay.
Okay. That would be a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge Arcana. Okay, and no modifiers.
Nope.
Oh boy, rolling low where it counts. That is a 12.
It's not terrible.
There's clearly something wrong with these
Yeah.
automatons. It appears that they have been altered in some way.
Hey, are you feeling okay?
As you acknowledge them, they seem to sort of stop looking at Rhea, and one of them looks at you and doesn't say anything.
Ron, I sent you a message.
Ooh, okay. Messages. I'm getting messages, guys. These are the types of secrets we got on the dungeon run.
Just to see if
Okay.
and when they turn away, and then as they're
Everybody else,
talking,
passive perception check.
9.
Let me check it. Yeah, I have it here. I have it listed. Make a deception check for me, Rhea.
and I'll say one more time, like, I am Nitzir.
Yeah. You can actually, since you are next to her, you can actually roll an investigate, perception check.
What is up? There's no advantages or anything.
None. No,
like
a
that.
straight roll as far as I'm
It's a
concerned.
struggle
Just rolling a
show.
straight perception.
Wow!
No, you get advantage on this roll because you're right next to them.
I can't believe.
8.
Okay.
Told you, bruh.
You guys are just not. Look, I've got a shirt on.
I don't blame you.
It says don't blame me, guys. Roll better.
We gotta roll better. I got an 8.
8? You see it. Rhea changes, but this time it shocks you a bit. It's not a magical effect. You see her bones dislocate. Her skin changes from human to greenish,
Well, she was
bumpy
Nithzir,
skin.
right?
You were, but you see this image that was an image now actually break apart and turn and form, almost as if her human skin is just sort of pulled apart, and what is revealed is Nithzir's skin. As the magical effect drops, she appears again as Nithzir. Immediately, the both automatons step aside, one saying, "We apologize. Nithzir, chosen of Undrith, you may enter."
Follow me. Just walk in and I don't look at anyone.
You two
Are you guys?
didn't notice this. It
Never
just
mind.
looked like
You didn't
I
Nithzir.
didn't notice it. You're beautiful.
Where'd you
Hope have a
roll?
hood.
I don't.
Yeah.
8.
Put it
I
up.
don't.
I literally, Val's gonna be like, let me just.
Wait, does Val react?
Yeah, but eye on the prize, and I don't know what the heck I just saw.
Okay.
Seems very confused, and you
Yeah,
notice you
yeah.
noticed.
I
Nah, I
definitely
just-
saw something, but you seem okay, and you're like, let's keep going.
Yeah, I don't even make eye contact with you.
Yeah.
Almost
And then,
avoiding.
yeah, pull your hood up. Come on.
Yeah.
It's because Kevin doesn't wait in line.
No,
No.
he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm his body man. Gotta
Yeah.
out of the
Everybody
way.
clear out.
I need sunglasses.
You have entered the entrance hall. Upon stepping through the heavy bronze doors, you find yourselves in a grand hall entrance. A grand entrance hall. Its walls are adorned with portraits, their faces grim and imposing under the dim light of enchanted lanterns. The air carries a faint metallic scent, like the aftermath of a lightning storm, and an unsettling, constant hum resonates from the walls.
The portraits.
Yes.
Who's in them?
The one closest looks like Baron Medulon. The one after that looks like Baron Medulon.
I'm gonna study these portraits.
Okay. There are 3 of them.
'Cause
They
I don't
all
think I've-
look like Baron Medulon.
Because I don't think I've actually seen him.
Nope.
Is he like riding a horse in one with no shirt on? You know, is he like
No, they seem to be the same portrait. 3 of the same portrait.
It wasn't your dad's, wasn't there like 8 portraits of your dad in your tower?
No,
It was like 5.
no. He was in every portrait, but they weren't all of them. Yeah.
Let's go back and check the
play back
tape.
the
Let's
tape.
check the tape. Make an investigation check for me, Rhea. And anyone else who wants to study these particular portraits. you can.
Sure.
I'm keeping an eye out for more guards.
Okay.
8.
Make a perception check for me.
I got 10.
Somebody roll
I
something.
just got 8 on investigation, right?
Yeah,
Or-
investigation. Yep. Just not doing it tonight, guys.
I don't know.
Not doing it.
I was studying the portrait with you, Rhea, and I rolled a 23.
You notice that there are slight variations in each portrait. It is a portrait of of Baron Medulon. He's wearing a mask similar to the rest of you, but his is black and green. It doesn't appear like the normal mirrors and all of that. And all of that. The green itself does look more like a reflective gem, almost like an emerald. But the black metallic parts of it are clearly the same metal that the tower is made of. And what you notice is in the one closest to the entrance door, by latest I mean the one closest to the entrance door, you can see sort of moving and shifting shadows in the metal, much like in the stone outside. And in the very first one, you notice he has sort of a popped collar with a very nice purple velvet vest. In the others, they are, in the other 2, it is a full black like duster with a hood up. So you don't even see his hair, you only see half of his face. But on his face, he bears half of a mustache and a beard.
Half?
Yeah, because the mask covers
This. Oh, yeah. I was
That's a
like,
new style.
that's a choice, right? To be like,
That's a
no,
Halloween episode.
Both.
I'll come back. I'll come with the half
both
mustache.
choice.
in the first you see on his shoulder appears to be standing what looks like a spider made of mechanical spiders.
Yeah.
And the other ones you see what looks like a weasel, also mechanical. And in the latest one, there lacks any other than him.
And you said you can see his face a bit more in the first one?
No, you can't see. It's just he doesn't have the hood
Got
up.
it.
And his hair is dark and black, jet black. In the one he doesn't have a hood up.
So I'm sorry, it's a rectangular chamber?
It is a long rectangular chamber. And
So we walked in the doors. These portraits are...
To the left, there's a door. To the right, there's a door. And directly all the way at the end, there seems to be staircase.
Okay, got it. And the portraits are on...
The left side,
all on
before
the left
the door.
side,
Before the door.
progressively.
Yeah.
This is a story. This is, his vibes have changed, and he wants to capture, I don't know, where he is in life.
What was your perception check?
9.
Okay.
But did you say that the
Garbage.
paintings are moving?
Just the first one closest to entrance door, and it's just the part of his mask that has the black metal, and the shadows seem to shift in this portrait, similar to that you saw on the poster in the alleyway
I
and the
see.
stone outside.
Would I surmise as a rogue? Is this a people situation?
Not
is
that you
somebody
saw.
looking at?
In your investigation,
Okay.
it doesn't
You see
seem
the
like it's a
eyes.
false
Oh,
wall.
that's bad. Oh, the same
Like
as
Scooby-Doo.
Took me
Yes,
Took me a
yes.
second too.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
More
No,
phrasing.
I think it's people. Like
I thought you
Oh,
said
you said
people
people.
situation.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what's a
Of
people
course it is.
situation?
It's a people
Because you're an owl and
situation.
you're like, this is like a people
Oh, that's a
thing.
human thing. You guys are so weird. Is that weird human things?
Is this a human thing?
I mean,
Big paintings of yourself?
yeah, I mean it is though. We don't do that.
True enough.
I just didn't say anything.
As you're standing there, from the door on the right appears an automaton. It doesn't seem to make any notice of you and just walks from the door across into the other door.
Yeah, Val's got a hand on rapier, but keeping his cool.
Let us.
It just came out of that room?
It came out of the room on the left and walked into the room on the right.
Let's go to the one on the left?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's start from where it came
Yeah.
from.
It's,
Rhea, go ahead.
Question.
Yes?
Would I assume the coffin that my father's body is in is magical?
Is it magical?
Yes.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
yeah, I was going to ask if you could.
I would like to cast
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detect Magic.
Do it.
Okay. Not as a ritual, but
Not as a ritual, as a spell.
Okay.
It's odd because I don't have Cristobal's hands to do this with.
Right.
So, I think what Kevin McAllen's going to do is he's going to shake his feathers a little bit, and they're going to kind of drift down in a small little cyclone, and
Okay.
they're just going to kind of drift around the room.
Okay. Immediately on the rug beneath your feet, there seems to be some magical energy. Everybody make dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Don't worry, guys. Kevin McAllen's got this.
Which
He doesn't
one do
have
I
this.
want?
Oh
Okay.
no.
no! 18.
Okay, that's a
That's
pass.
cocked. That's cocked.
Straight roll as far as I'm concerned, guys.
Dirty 20.
Pass.
I'm not
17.
dexterous.
Pass.
8.
Fail. The rest of you, as he is looking around and steps to the side and realizes that this rug underneath it has some magic glowing underneath it.
Could I say I pushed them off?
Oh, like that's why we
hero.
saved?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. If you had rolled a better dexterity save. Luckily enough, they're faster than you, so they all go, woo, but you don't. And from the other end of the hallway where the staircase was, you hear as a hail of bolts flies down the alleyway, down the entrance hall towards each of you. If you saved, you take 10 points of piercing.
Oh my
If
god.
you didn't save, you take 11.
Oh, okay.
I roll 2d10 and 1d10. I just happen to roll higher on the 1d10. I rolled a 10 on the 1d10.
Oh.
And you hear a click in the rug beneath
Traps.
you. And your magical sight, that magic dissipates.
Remind me, is this
Yeah.
guy's self-concentration based?
I'm sorry?
It's not concentration based, it's for an hour.
Detect magic.
Detect magic?
Right, I know.
Disguise
Yeah.
self.
But disguise self is not.
Okay, but the magic
Fire
is
is
gone from the rug that he
Yes,
saw, like it was a
yes.
one and done.
Clearly a plate,
I
some sort
see,
of
I
magical
see.
plate beneath. That has been triggered.
I go over, I run over to him. Are you alright? Sorry for this voice.
Oh, yes, I am okay.
I tear off a piece of the bread and just stick it in your mouth.
That's great.
Oh my god, I can't do math right now.
3 hit points.
20. And then
So
plus
it's
3. Oh, plus 5. So
It's
all right.
alright.
I'm here for you.
So I would be 39, but I'm
Correct.
down to
Down 11 plus 3.
Plus
So
3.
I'm down 8.
And I'm like,
total.
You don't look satisfied. I'm going to stick
No.
it.
It's all right. It's all right. It's
You
not bad.
don't like it.
I don't do carbs.
I should have known.
I am training for a new role that I have to be shirtless in. You can't
Yeah.
be pumping me full of carbs.
That is
Oh
how
my god,
you
really?
keep your
For a
figure.
second, I was actually.
Of course,
Oh,
I should have
man.
So
seen your
believable.
physique.
So
It
believable.
makes sense.
I'm making the River Wild 6.
That one got a laugh out of Sean.
This, I don't know what we've done. I don't know what we've done.
do you still have Detect Magic up though?
No,
or
it's
did
gone.
it get.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just.
The whirlwind
he
of
was talking
feathers.
about the rug.
The
No,
whirlwind
no,
of
no.
feathers.
Did you roll concentration?
Yeah, did you roll concentration?
Oh, I didn't roll concentration.
No, yeah,
I
well,
rolled
you-
concentration, right?
you-
Yeah, I
you-
got plus.
you-
Yeah, oh, I don't.
Yeah. No, he was just talking about
Just
the
your con.
magic
It's just your
energy.
con modifier.
Yeah,
Right.
just-
Con.
come on, dude.
This isn't concentration saving throws, right? It's a saving throw?
Yeah.
No.
No.
It's
It's just con
roll
mod.
with your
Yeah.
con mod, so just
Yeah.
a plus 1.
D20 plus your con. Mod.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
those little whirlwinds of feathers just dissipate into nothing.
Did you find out anything?
No.
You hear a clanging as that automaton comes out of the door that it entered and turns and looks down the hallway.
At us.
And I say,
My foolish guests, and I sort of do it in a way that's like hint to the automaton. Had a misstep. Everything is fine.
It pauses for a moment, turns and goes back to in the door it came out of, just on the left.
Keep an eye on for traps.
Yeah. Oh, that's on me. I feel like I dropped the ball here. I should have looked.
I'm not blaming you. It's just saying from
know.
here on out.
I forgot
fine,
that's probably
it's fine.
where we are. Can I
Same.
look for more traps?
Yeah, now that you want to investigate the hall itself rather than just the pictures, yes, you
Yes, great. Oh, I'm so sorry.
can. Straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Perception, you said?
Yep. No, investigation.
Oh, investigation. That
if you're looking at
is
traps, yep.
21.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
find a trap. It's below you. It's already been triggered.
You jerk.
You also notice as you sort of like, oh, there is a trap here. You notice that there are black stains on the floor, especially here around the entrance, and there seems to be some that lead to the room on the right.
Oh, we gotta. I don't know what that is, but we should probably follow it.
We were going to go to the left, but maybe we should go to the right.
I
we
mean-
know that automaton's in there.
But also,
Automaton's in the left.
Oh, I thought you said, okay. So you, all
I
right.
thought he left the left to the right.
So he went right to left.
Yes, he went right to
Right,
left,
right.
came back out of the left,
We were
and
thinking
went back in
going
left.
to the room where he
Left.
came from anyway, so to
Yes.
the
Taking it
right.
slow.
Yes.
That was the room that you had
Yes.
indicated.
He
Got
came.
everything
Okay.
he owns in a box to the left.
Okay, so then yeah, we'll. I'll.
Fire to that. Hopefully not.
I'm going to go like as if I'm opening the door, like with confidence, but then look at Otto like.
You can, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, the door
Right.
is open because
Yeah.
that automaton.
Oh, it's
came
already
through. Yeah,
opened?
it's already
Oh.
opened.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I walk.
As you reach for it, you realize it's open. And on the right, this area is far more. What's the word I'm looking for? Spartan, militaristic. The rest of the tower.
Yeah, sure.
It's a small room, barely more than a couple of cubicles that are lined with simple beds and seemingly bags of belongings.
Like a barracks.
Similar to what looks like maybe a barracks.
Okay.
You can smell the scent of oil and metal as it hangs heavy in the air.
Just automaton tracks.
The automatons don't need beds.
Some of them have bed, like they have beds, and some of them have
I could be wrong, I guess.
like bags. Like one or two of them have bags, and the rest of them are just beds in a closet.
Well, I think that the automatons, at least the ones outside, are really sick. They've been changed.
They're getting corrupted
Well,
from being around.
it seems like they're having their free will taken away. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the automaton and I want to see what's up.
Okay.
Hey man.
So you have to come out of this room and
He's
go
in the
into
other
the
room.
room
Please be
across the
careful.
hall to do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I misunderstood. I thought you said the automaton was going into the room and we were going into the room with the
no, no, no.
automaton.
Come out of this room.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Never mind.
Hold up.
Never mind.
But
Hear you.
if
but
there's nothing in here, we can go see what's in the
quick,
other
so
one.
Yeah, I
you
wanna look
said
around.
that there were like
Yeah.
tracks of black.
Into this room.
Are
And
you
there
leaving
are
anywhere?
smudges. No, it appears that there are smudges at the bases of where the personal bags are.
Can I? I'm gonna regret it. Is it the sludge?
Don't eat it.
I'm not gonna eat
Don't
it. I'm
eat
gonna
it.
smell
Don't put it in
it.
your mouth.
It definitely smells horrid, but it is small amounts of it, and it is clearly the sludge.
Oh, it's not good.
Cristobal's father would not be on the ground level. I feel like Cristobal's
Right.
father wouldn't be like right off the entry.
Let
We'll probably
us-
be
Okay.
like
Let us remember the priority.
Up, probably up.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You all hear the automaton walking, and you can see through the door that he's walking out of the room that was across the hall, turns to the right towards the staircase, and disappears down the hallway.
I don't like this.
Let us move up this stairs.
Its movements seem very regimented and almost as if it's patrolling.
Got it.
If still in the barracks room, real fast,
Mm-hmm.
looking through the belongings. Just I'm rifling. I'm rifling.
Oh, and I
Looking
know.
for obsidian glaives.
I'm looking for obsidian glaze. I'm looking for keys. Looking
It's
for.
like a
anything.
backpack. The first backpack you look at, inside you see what looks like a book, some ink, a pen, some parchment, what looks like a little bag of sand, and a small knife.
Take the sand.
Sure, fine. Yeah, take it.
Little bag of sand. Otto, you are given a little bag of sand.
It's like a paperweight,
The
right?
other one looks, it has a blanket, some candles, a tinderbox, an alms box, some incense, some vestments, and that's it. Yeah.
Nothing of anything that looks like it belongs to Coco.
No. This definitely looks like, the various packs and needs of a particular individual.
Okay, all right, yeah. These is just I don't know who this belonged to, but this is just clearly barracks for people who work there.
In fact, for those playing the home game, it would be a scholar's pack and a priest's pack.
I was gonna say it sounded pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Can I take those?
You can certainly start to take those packs, but you're going to start you already have a pack of your own, so adding more is going to be like.
They're heavy, yeah.
I'm just so greedy.
For sure. Is there anything in particular you want of those packs?
Because I have the priest back. I'm gonna say,
Oh yes, all the stuff.
Yeah, if you want anything in particular, you can just ask.
Done with it.
Thank you.
And I take the alms box only, and
Okay.
I put it in my bag.
Great.
And a bunch of paper, because I feel like there'd be lots of
You
parchment.
can get it's 10 pages of parchment.
We're really not going to the room across the hall. We're going straight to the stairs.
I think
Okay, all right.
this
let's
is
do it.
wise. Our time is ticking.
Time is ticking.
Time is ticking.
All right, move it.
All right, I'm gonna.
So you move to the right towards the staircase?
Yes,
everybody?
but I'm going to walk with Otto besides me.
Because I want to rifle.
Yeah, and I'm going to say.
Oh, but that's not even what I. Oh no, not because I'm like, don't you dig?
Don't you dig.
Ideally, to check for traps.
So it doesn't keep walking into traps.
I like that you thought like I was like, stop what you're doing.
Stop stealing, because
Look.
that's all I've been thinking about is how much I'm going to steal from this place.
Look, team, if you want to discover traps, I'm rolling so poorly. Just kind of shove me out ahead.
Forward,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like you throw pebbles down the stand.
Actually, I would love to. As we're walking quietly, I say,
Coco signed me up for this really great magazine, and I think that it's called Fancy Lichen Magazine, and I feel like you should hold on to my subscription should you need it. I feel like I'm good now, but you need this later. This is a you thing.
Good toss.
It is a force of Light.
Force of light, yeah.
Force of light card.
Note
from
that it
earlier.
says once per session on
It
there.
says once per session, and I feel like, bro, you need help with stealth, and I'm here for you. And so is our subscription to Fancy Lycan magazine.
Now you're gonna have to move your arms out from underneath your cloak in order to read this magazine.
That's fair. That's fair.
When you need it. I haven't read this issue yet.
Yeah. People don't know that Kevin McAllen doesn't have real arms.
No, that's true. They don't know facts.
Yeah.
Let
There's
them-
also not a whole lot of Al in here other than Otto,
Yeah.
so not really
Let
anybody
them
noticing
actually
who you
I'm
are.
the anomaly.
You and you know Kevin McAllen. Kevin McAllen's
I'm
okay.
super upset I haven't been recognized.
Let someone ask the super awkward question. Aren't you supposed to have wings? How dare
How
you?
dare you? Be very offended.
He's very sensitive about that.
So you're moving to the right towards the staircase?
Yes.
As you exit this particular room and move towards the staircase, you are met by the automaton who seems to be turning and returning back to this section of the entrance hall, and it stops in front of you. Just right now.
I just say, we have business. And I just sort of act as if there's no reason I should need to stop for him.
It literally turns to the side and melds into the wall,
Whoa.
disappearing from view.
Can we attempt to... It's not stealth, as in being hidden, hiding, because that looks super, but just being quiet.
Sure, of course. Stealth checks all around.
So it's not what's that noise?
Yeah, for sure.
Drawing.
Okay, so I get to
rolling a little
okay,
bit.
so I get to roll advantage on stealth, and I have +2.
Wait, oh.
I get to one of each of these, right?
One of each?
Well,
Once per
it's-
session to deliver the current issue, which includes a free sample, each with a unique effect. So you get
Oh,
to
Yeah, so you
one
have
of
one.
those.
You've already
Yeah.
got the blessing of the trickster.
Yeah,
Use another one.
all right.
Use the
Here we go.
con saves one.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's why I gave it to you. Just
And you have to receive the delivery?
yeah, no, a little guy's gonna give it to me.
As Otto passes him the magazine, it turns from one and seems to morph into the one that you want.
Okay,
Wait,
I haven't
but
used it yet.
you haven't gotten the magazine yet, right?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, she hasn't used it yet.
You get my subscription before me because I care about you.
15.
16.
Are we in Shadow at all?
It is slightly. There are blue-green sconces with light, so that you are. There are shadows, but not enough
Not
for the
in-
benefit.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Let's do light and dark.
Ew. Oh boy.
I think that's 11.
Why are you singing?
Rhea, you're such a good singer, though. Can we just talk about your
Singer,
voice?
not-
The
It's
staircase is a
Yeah.
sweeping staircase of smooth, dark stone that dominates the
Vibrato.
space, spiraling upwards to the higher floors. The banister is made of intricately twisted glass and bronze. It's cold to the touch, and the echoes of a distant machinery can be heard from far above.
How wide is it?
Wide enough for one of you to go to climb.
So it's
in
a
line.
spiral staircase, pretty thin. We have to
Yeah.
go single
Goes
file,
upward,
probably.
yeah.
Okay.
Right, I'll lead in that case, because I think if someone were to
two.
run in,
I'm going to keep him in the middle, and I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. As you get to the top, there is another hallway. And from this hallway, you see there is a door directly behind you.
Okay.
There is one at the end of the hall.
behind it. Wait, what do you...
As you
do a
come up
little
to the stairs, there's one directly behind the stairs.
Okay.
Then there's a hall
Okay.
that goes down, and at the end of the hall, there's a door.
Okay.
And on each side, there also appears to be doors. There appear to be no automatons that you can see.
Okay.
Can we stop and listen for a moment? See if we can hear anything?
Mhm.
Perception?
Yep.
Not that I'm rolling good at that. 14.
8.
Dirty 20.
5.
Otto, you can hear at the end of the hall, not behind you, but opposite of you,
Yeah.
there appears to be, that's where some of the noise seems to be coming from.
What is...
Oh.
It's like a clanging of metal.
Mechanical.
Oh no! What if they're modding them?
Maybe.
This is one of Bahada's trials. I told you before we have to awaken all of them.
Oh, right, but yeah, we have other things first. But I hear you.
So, Coco is of our world,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
is organic.
Yep.
And everything here is not organic.
That you can tell so far does not appear to be organic.
I would assume we smell.
I smell so well.
No, I mean like our bodies
Stink.
emit odor.
Oh, I thought you meant like I can
like
smell
bodies
things.
do.
So
sure.
it's gonna sound weird,
Sure.
but do I get any whiff of cocoa and earthy
No,
scents?
not from here. In this, there is a heavy smell in the air of like metal and metallic stuff, so it's kind of hard to get a real sense. If it was a clear like room, maybe, but here because there's metal hanging in there.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right. That might be the last place we go where the sound's coming from.
Agreed. Let us just start checking.
Otto,
This
wanna
one
check
right
some
next to
traps?
us.
Yep, I'm on it.
Yeah,
And
the one that's directly next to us.
Yeah,
right?
that's the south. We'll call the south.
Yes, I will check for traps.
Okay. Investigation check.
Okay. That is that was 9 plus 5.
14.
14.
There's a beautiful, intricate bronze door here. It appears to be locked. It does not appear to be trapped, as far as you can tell.
just locked. I have thieves' tools.
You can certainly try.
Great.
Yep, sleight of hand.
Great.
Of course you do. I mean.
That is a 15 plus 7.
Easily able to
Go.
This is how I unlock
And
it.
I'm kind of blocking, like,
Yeah.
for sure.
Auto.
For sure.
Yeah, same.
The door slightly creaks open, and you can smell books.
Oh, wow. It's a
Library.
book place.
I'll step in first. Because
Yeah,
if this
I'll-
is locked, there's a chance there's something,
I'll be last through the door.
The room is filled with shelves, filled with books and scrolls that reach up to the high ceiling. The scent of old parchment fills the room, and the soft glow of a desk lamp illuminates a cluttered desk filled with notes and what appear to be blueprints.
Okay.
Go to work, smart people. I'll watch
Yeah.
Cristobal's father is not here.
No, the blueprints.
Blueprints. What do those mean? I don't know books.
I'm gonna go look at the blueprints.
I know. But
They appear to be blueprints of various things, new buildings.
Is there one of this building?
There does not appear to be one of a tower. It does appear that some of these blueprints are new additions to the city that are being requisitioned. You can sort of see that some the notes seem to be related to that. All seems to be what would be normal for city growth.
Can I know that you said that they are normal, but I don't trust that.
Sure.
Can I make sure that we're looking at it in the light and looking for any invisible anything on it?
Yep. Make an investigation check, and you also make an investigation check. Lots of rolling tonight.
yeah.
Roll,
13.
roll.
13.
Okay. 17 plus 5.
Dang.
Yeah, 13, they seem normal to you. One of them sticks out to you, Otto. One of them looks like a dais. A dais for some object to be inserted. Almost a circular that would be attached to the stone, like a platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's weird. As a detective, I assure you, this one bizarre.
And it's on the desk.
It's a blueprint. Otto sort of picks it up, looks at the, through the desk lamp that's there, and notices, oh, this is actually different than these. These all seem to be blueprints for buildings, for a new bar, for a variety of things that the city might need. But the one that they look at looks like it doesn't seem...
Doesn't match the pattern.
Doesn't match the pattern, and doesn't identify what would be useful for city growth.
Yeah.
Why don't you hold on
How
to
big?
that one?
The blueprint or the thing that to be built?
The thing to be built.
It appears the descriptions of the length is about 15 feet wide and 15 feet long,
Okay.
Big old.
and about
Big platform.
2 feet high. So the whole thing would be about 2 feet high.
You know what? Oh, God. Oh, no. When you're dealing with portals, portals. Sending people.
You do also see sort of, not in the center of the dial of this dais, but at the edge of where would be the front of the dais in this diagram, there is a singular sort of staff-like metallic pillar or tower that's built, and in at the top it looks like you would insert what looks like a crystal.
No. This is so bad. We'll have to light this place on fire.
I would remind you there is a variety of shelves full of books and scrolls.
I know. We
This
can't.
is-
We
One
can't.
thing
We
at
can't
a
spend an
time.
hour here.
Come.
So I can't spend an hour here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But I'd like
But
to
we could.
like eye the books as I pass, and
Sure.
if anything sticks out to me that might be useful.
All right.
Scrolls, scrolls. I assume there's like piles and like
Yep.
So I'm just going to
Piles
like
of-
I'm not looking through them. I'm
Okay.
not taking the time. I'm
Sure.
trying to find my dad's body, but if there's
Make a
like
perception
a spell
check.
of eternal
Yeah,
life.
make a perception check.
I'll take it. I guess.
Oh, what are you liking me roll for, Ron?
A spell of
Well,
natural
because this is,
20s.
we're doing like the real dungeon crawl, guys. We're doing the real
Yeah.
dungeon crawl here. You are familiar with these things in terms of books. Like, you're very good you have been doing that for life, so I'll give you advantage on that.
Oh, yay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just got a natural one, which means
You are a wizard.
I can't read.
Yeah.
That's cocked. You know what? You want yours.
Yeah, do it.
Pretty good.
Okay, perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.
You find a level 2 spell scroll of... Give me a second. I hadn't yet decided the level of the spell, or what the spell was.
Level 2.
So it's 2... I'll give it to you in a second. You swipe
Great.
it and swipe it. You also happen to knock over a book. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no!
No.
You're a wizard. You're good
Give
at
me
these.
another one of
You're good
these.
at these.
Doesn't matter if I'm good at them.
No, you'll be so good.
Yes.
Oh goodness, 23.
So you gotta believe. You gotta believe in yourself.
You're able to catch the book just before you see what looks like a small chain attached to it. It's a false book. And you're able to catch it before it falls and put it back into place before clearly some sort of mechanical trap was tripped.
Oh.
This place
It's
When
all
I was training for Apollo 13,
Yeah.
I found myself the rigorous
It's so good.
physical.
You know it's just
Let's
us
make
right
it
now.
Apollo 13.
You know it's just us right now. There's no one else around.
No, I like it. It makes me feel like I'm there. You know?
It's admittedly very cool.
We have to find Cristobal's dad.
Let us press on.
Yes, let us press on. And I grab 3 things. Don't know what they are. Books, things. Put it in my bag. I'm not looking.
Make
Oh my God.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Great. I mean, it's not going to be a chain
You're
one.
not bad at this.
I'm not bad at it.
Yeah, but how many traps do you think?
You don't know if they're. I would love if you grabbed the exact book
Same
I put down, and then you went, no, why would you do that?
All trapped.
Although I'm exiting, I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to be on the hall also just to make sure no one's coming.
Great.
You said intelligence? Oh, wait, no. 16.
You almost reach for the same book. I'm like, no, that's the trapped one. And you take a book. You're able to take a book before.
Can I just grab a handful of paper?
If you make another intelligence saving throw.
Why do you keep poking the bear?
Because I am a rogue and that is what we do. It is 15.
Again, you're pulling books, and for some reason, it's almost as if like you're compelled to grab that book.
What?
Wait, what?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is clearly some sort of magical effect that when you're applying,
Tricky.
and now that you've done it a couple times, you catch it. It almost is like just a second nature to you to go for that book, which you know is
I hate
trapped.
this place.
You can do it one more time, but
Nope.
you will make another intelligence.
Absolutely not. Let's get out.
All
I
right.
hate
Yeah,
this guy.
I got a book
Let's get
now.
out of here.
So you have 2 books. I'll get them to you in a minute.
Door
right.
on the left.
There's
Yep.
a door on the left, and there's a door on the left. Since the entranceway is that way, left and right. It'll be the opposite for you guys at home, but left and right. So you're going to go on the left.
Go on the left.
Left.
The west door.
Give the
Yeah.
west door. Got it.
I'll listen at it first. I mean,
Okay.
we only heard things out of the north door, but
Sure. Make a perception check here if you're listening.
16.
You hear what sounds like the crackling of fire, but soft, almost like candles.
You want a hibachi grill it open?
And I'm gonna check for traps first before I hibachi grill it.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Door isn't locked. It's just closed, so it's and not trapped.
Oh, it's fine.
And I'm gonna open it.
As you open it, bathed in the soft glow of countless blue-green candles.
Ooh.
A shrine dedicated to Lumbra.
Okay.
It's dominated by a statue of Umbrith. Its features sharp and imposing, the tiefling standing proud. The smell of incense fills the room, a heavy, heady scent that is both comforting and disturbing.
So there's an altar, and you said it's mostly
Altar.
to Umbrith.
Yeah, it's sort of what you've seen before at Two Towers. This one seems to show you the two that you have been identified: Luminoth as the Aasimar with wings, and this beautiful, sort of devilishly handsome tiefling. They are similar into the iconography of the towers, but the Aasimar is sort of made smaller and further back to give you the feeling of like this is more of it's a Lumbra.
This is our dude.
Yeah,
but this is I'm on this side.
It's like he took a selfie, but like one's out of frame a little bit.
Yeah.
You
So
might
it's
crop-
sort of like
you might crop him later.
it's like the statue of David, and then the other
David's
sort of
friend.
David's friend in the
friend,
background,
like-
just sort of like observing. them.
Yeah,
The lesser known
Steve.
Michelangelo statue of David's
Yeah.
friend.
It is very, very well made. It almost as if not made by manufactured hands, but by someone skilled in some art.
Otto, would you check to see if there are any mechanisms that would hide hidden chambers, rooms, the like? This is a useless room other than there's nothing to do here, you know.
Yeah, it's so much easier for me to talk to you when you're like this.
I feel so comforted.
When she's less hot.
It's easier.
Yeah. Wait, what am I checking? What am I rolling?
Investigation.
Yes.
Mhm.
That is a 14.
You notice that there are signs of frequent use. Fresh offerings placed at the foot of the statue. Most of it is metal and glass. The light here, though, you notice seems a bit dimmer. And the statue is sort of exuding a shadow that seems larger and more larger than it should be given the light in the room.
Botha does this thing sometimes.
I just saw your soul leave your body when I said that.
Go on.
Cool.
Botha does this thing sometimes where some shadows, I've experienced it where some shadows are sticky. This doesn't look like a normal shadow to me, so just be careful.
It is clearly, now that they're looking around in traps and you've got some time, Rhea, this is a shrine. Like someone comes here to pray. Your type might even do that. But it's specifically to Lumbra and Umbra.
And when you have cleric powers, right, like shrines are basically like a sending stone to your god.
Oh, yes, I just didn't think the Umbral governor
Was a true believer.
believer, but I think there are varying levels of commitment.
I don't know why, but Val, just thinking about last night, tries taking off his mask again and sees what happens.
Okay. You take your mask off, and the large Umbrith statue of that tiefling, as you do so, it's strange. It's beautiful and devilishly handsome, but as you take it off, they appear to be towers instead of these beautiful carvings of people.
Oh.
Interesting.
Weird.
Let us
Otto, you
press
do
on.
also notice at the very sort of the back end of this statue, in one of the offering bowls, appears to be diamonds. A few small diamonds, probably enough to cast higher level diamond-nated spells.
Pretty rocks.
I'm gonna steal those diamonds.
All right.
Oh, God!
I like to
gonna-
replace them though. It's a steal in place.
Bag of sand.
From talking to Otto, I'm gonna.
I told you I'd figure it out.
Make a religion check as
Do it.
as Otto
Indiana
goes for those
Jones.
diamonds.
Oh.
Can I do the same thing?
Yes.
10. I was gonna say, as I was speaking to Otto.
Yeah.
I feel like with the passive insight, I see the glint in Otto's eyes, and I decide to turn away and walk out of the room.
Okay. As Otto's eyes get bigger than the Owlin's eyes are, and they move towards this thing, you sort of see Nazir Rhea slip out of the door back into the hallway. Otto, make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I thought it was a sleight of hand.
Yeah, what was your sleight of hand?
It was so high.
Yeah.
It was 18 plus 7.
Okay, so Otto, very Indiana Jones style, swaps him, but it's not a pressure plate. And a powerful psychic scream goes off in the room. Oh, no. Anyone within it, intelligence saving throws. If you are not the one grabbing the diamonds, you get advantage.
Oh no, that looks really suspicious that I walked out, but I was just trying to...
Yep. Looks real sus.
I mean...
You said intelligence?
Intelligence saving throw, yep. It's almost like I planned this for you so you didn't get hurt.
Don't lie to me.
I know. I'm not lying to you. I am. I'm very
10.
10? Fail.
20.
Pass? Ooh, okay. Otto, your nose begins to blood begins to sort of seep out of as this psychic scream waves over the surface of your brain tissue. For those of you who, if you passed, you take no damage. You hear the scream, but your mask protects you from it because you are chosen of Lumbra. You did not offer a prayer before grabbing said diamonds.
No, that was my fault. That was
you,
disrespectful.
sir, will take 10 psychic damage.
Ouch.
And Otto...
Oh my god, you rolled more than... Oh no, stop. Stop rolling.
Okay. You take 26 psychic. And...
Can it be heard from outside, or is it just...
you can't hear it at all.
Okay, so I'm just down there like...
Roll this D100.
Oh,
No.
Sorry.
Whatever that number is.
Okay, great. We'll let that happen.
It is ricocheted, it counts.
It will stop
It
soon.
will stop to you.
Oh wow, that was kind of impressive.
This,
Run away.
Sorry.
There it is. What is it? What is it?
It is a 46.
That feels right.
Roll a D4 for me.
Oh no.
How many limbs you lose?
That's... I don't know how this dice works. I'm
That's
gonna
a weird
use...
D4.
Was it a 3?
It was a 3.
Oh, okay. Because it was like kind of weird. Okay, 3.
For the next 3 minutes, you are babbling and unable to speak normally or cast spells.
Oh.
As a
3 minutes?
short-term madness takes over your mind. It is as if Umbrith himself is speaking into your ears constantly with this babbling, and it is disorienting, incoherent, and causing you the inability to speak normally or spellcast.
Otto.
I'm just gonna be like, I don't know where to
Gonna make 3 minutes on the counter here.
Just whatever.
Oh no! I assume I'm gonna hear babbling from it. I'm like,
yes, you do certainly hear babbling.
I go back inside. This nose bleeding.
Diamonds. My nose is bleeding. And
You do have 500 gold worth of diamonds.
Whoa.
Oh.
Worth it.
Because you know we're gonna need to borrow that money.
All the spellcasters in the group go, great.
To revive
we will
all of us.
fix the notes. It'll be fine.
Kevin's like, I got a great face, guys. Don't worry about it. Beacon.
Oh no.
Can I do a medicine check on this kind of madness and is it something I've seen before?
Yeah, absolutely. Medicine check for me.
And then the squirrels came. Everything was
Very
so
much like that.
bad.
And I just sort of say, like, tell me quietly. Tell me, just come into my ear. Yes.
They were so mad.
Go on.
I'm going to use my bonus action
Sure.
to do a second wind.
Yeah, of course.
D10 and
Right.
D10 plus 6
22.
hit points.
Otto is afflicted with some sort of madness.
Mm-hmm.
A lesser restoration would fix it, but really, just it's not going to last too long.
Right.
You get that that it's not
You ever
super
seen a
impactful.
I'm
chupacabra?
so sorry. I'm going to muffle.
Yeah, I got her. So I'm gonna go to Otto, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start.
Hey.
Like, so there was this movie
Yeah,
I was
I love
in
movies.
where
Did you know Uncle Jub's favorite movie?
was it Flatliners?
It was Flatliners. I grabbed your face.
Yes, I was a med student. And I was
What comes out of Otto's face is more like
I'm communicating this.
I was a young med student. And just start going over the plot of Flatliners.
Yeah.
I regained 13 hit points.
Okay.
God, I love second wind.
And I'll just start leading you out of the room and looking
Out of the room?
Yeah, we have to get out of the room.
But noise
Oh.
Yeah.
in the
So,
hallway,
like-
right?
Yeah, I'm fully.
Oh, you're just talking.
You guys want to
Because I
stay here
have
for
to
a
be
moment?
balanced.
We'll stay- okay, we can
I have to
stay here
that
for a
way.
moment.
It was
I'm
more
gonna
just
go
about,
I'll go to
keeping the noise down.
I'll leave you guys in here and then walk to the door across the hall and listen to that again with my ears still ringing. But,
All right.
Are you going to tend to her wound? There, his wounds. Swoons.
Perception check.
Swoon!
please.
9.
There is a room on the other side of that door.
Thank you. Sounds like a room.
Have you seen the great Alan play Babe? There's a big worm that has, it goes on an adventure. I live in a cave. Do you think that pigs live in caves? They don't. It's a worm named Babe.
And I'm fully describing the plot of Babe, which I forgot because I'm confusing it with Charlotte's.
All I
right
can
now.
remember is
Pig adopted by
Otto,
a
3
dog.
minutes has passed and your speech returns to normal.
all I remember is good pig or whatever he said. In that one
Good pig.
Yeah, it's a worm.
Got it.
How many people were down hit points, actually?
I'm still down.
You're
I'm not
down.
as bad.
Okay, well, I
I
might
don't
as
even
well,
look that bruised.
because I was going to do this.
My eyes are bleeding.
I was going to do this level anyway, but I might as well just do a prayer of healing.
Okay. That'll
Um,
take 10 minutes though.
And,
Unless you cast it.
No, it's
no,
yeah, it's one of
no, the
those where you
casting
can't
time
ritual.
is 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a great spell, but it's a whole 10.
I mean, you do. You realize that casting it in this space is
Yeah.
probably very advantageous.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was going to.
If we can, all right.
In fact, you're pretty sure that you could probably
I-
shorten the casting
I'll s-
period by using.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay,
going. I
good.
was going to sort of place myself almost kneeling before. And since this is mainly to Umbreth, I will kneel before Umbreth's statue and sort of place my hands in the outstretched, I don't know. I don't know why I thought there was a pose like
Yeah,
this.
there is,
Okay,
yep.
great. And I put my hands in theirs and I say, Umbreth. That's terrible. Umbreth, grant me your power as I use it to aid and progress with those around me in order to move ever forward in both light and shadow.
Your spell casting is maximized, so the healing of the prayer is maximized. If you had any effects that you needed lesser restoration to fix, are also fixed. As the light in the room dims as Rhea lays her hand, Netzir Rhea lays their hand upon the statue. That dimming that you saw before, Otto, sort of becomes much more apparent as the room gets darker and darker, but oddly comforting, as if taking a nap. A really restful nap.
I love
and as Rhea finishes the spell, the effects apply to you, and the light returns to normal.
Does that include
At
my
max.
Yes.
Whoa.
At max healing.
Hot.
Yeah.
So 28 hit points.
Oh
So you
my
return up to 28 maximum hit points.
But I also get mine because I'm
Correct.
still down. Not,
So you would be
9
at
from my
you
max.
would be at max.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Thanks, Umbreth, I guess.
I feel a little bit bad for stealing. I like to just place a piece of, because I have random shiny rocks. I love to place a very pretty piece of amber onto next to the sand. I'm not gonna take back the sand. You're welcome for the sand.
In one of the other offering
Good
bowls.
sand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I place the piece of amber on there, I look at Rhea and I go, I'm sorry. And it's sort of like a sorry that is trying to fill the room because I'm apologizing.
Sure. So offering a prayer of apology.
It's a prayer of apology.
Great. Make a religion, a knowledge religion check.
Religion.
Or, yeah, I mean, that's just going to be
That's just Otto.
intelligence.
Otto
Be
doesn't,
intelligence.
is not a religious bird.
Actually, use your wisdom modifier.
My wisdom modifier, okay. That
Rhea,
is
you notice the amber that
14.
Otto puts. You feel you feel connected, but it's not a strong connection, and clearly your prayer has some weight.
Okay.
But Rhea, you notice that the amber piece that they put in the offering table is clearly very flawed. It's not the perfect amber that you might expect, and you're sure that that's probably helpful, but wouldn't result in the best result. But you feel some connection, Otto.
Okay.
And yeah, comforted by that.
You tried.
I did. That's a lot.
Is Slay seeing anything?
Slay seems there doesn't
forgot about
appear to be
Slay.
any notice or alarm or any of that.
No.
While we're waiting the 10 minutes, that mechanical sound, is it steady?
Yes. It's a steady.
Like a metronome?
Sound,
Like,
correct.
okay, so it's as there's some
pattern.
automation. It's not
Correct.
like a human clanging that stops every now and then.
It sounds very organized and specific.
Okay.
Having seen Nazir Rhea's prayer to Lumbra and how effective it was during the time it it was like 10 minutes worth of.
Yeah.
And,
It only takes her a minute.
well,
yeah.
so after seeing how powerful that is, I think Cristobal is going to
Hang out near
kneel before
Okay.
the statue as well and say, it doesn't have what it wants. That's bad.
That's what you said?
Cristobal, Kevin Bacall starts to mumble random words.
Never happens.
Never. He always knows his lines.
He's going to say, I'm sorry, I don't have anything to offer you. No, forget this. I am sorry I have nothing to offer you of true value, but please know that my father and I have been trying to serve you as loyally as possible, and that if you could return him to his rightful place and me to his side, the debt that I already owe you would be forever greatened. And
Make a wisdom save. Not a wisdom save, excuse me, wisdom modifier. Roll your wisdom modifier. Come on.
okay, was the modifier, so that's just 5.
It's strange. There's, as you sit here and pray, you've connected to Lumber before, having just a natural connection to them. Umbrith does not seem to resonate with you, but somewhere in the back of your head you feel light, as if Luminoth is shining slightly through, and in your mind you get the image of run.
Lumbrith just spoke to me. He said to run.
Oh, we're not safe.
Run?
Well, let's find her down. We need to go.
Let us hurry.
Yep.
Exit.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything at the door across the hall. You want to check it?
Yeah, yep, I'm on it.
And I go to check the door.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Great. I'm so good at. I'm not going to jinx myself. I'm going to be quiet. No, yep, that makes sense. That is a 7 + 5, 12.
It is another very intricate bronze door. It appears locked. There does not appear to be any traps.
All right.
But I'm going to give you resistance.
Oh.
It's locked, you said?
Mhm.
As you go to unlock it, just because I know this place. this kind of place.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so cool this year.
Sleight of hand to unlock it.
Okay.
Like
Yep.
she's cutting a steak.
Okay, that is a 9 plus 7.
16?
Thanks for doing my math for me.
I'm always here for you.
Thank you.
The lock clicks, and you can open the door.
Okay. I feel real weird about this one, guys. I feel like something is shady about, and I'm gonna push the door open.
Inside appears to be private quarters. It's a stark contrast to the rest of the tower. The air is heavy with a strange, sweet scent, and there's a large bed covered in velvet, the color of midnight.
Oh my god.
And at the foot of it is a chest. These are clearly the private quarters of Baron Medulon. The odd thing is, it feels like a hotel room, as if someone has not lived in this, as if it's been clean, pristine.
He gets turned down service every day. Is there a mint on the pillow? No, just kidding. Okay.
A bandy's mint.
The towel's in the form of a swan.
I would love to investigate the room to determine if...
Oh, there's also, a large wardrobe next to the bed.
Oh, okay.
Check the bed, check the wardrobe.
And the
Something
chest.
is off.
Yeah, I actually go to the bed because the bed is where presumably someone sleeps if they sleep. And I just want to check to see if there's like dust or something gathered.
Sure.
Because I don't know if he lives here.
I'll head to the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Woo!
That's like the third one.
I don't know what's happening.
As you're investigating the bed, this bed has never been slept in.
Yeah.
Not trapped.
Uh-huh.
Perfectly normal bed.
It's it's not an illusion.
Real bed, not an illusion. In fact, it's made of wood.
Oh.
No one has slept in this bed.
The wardrobe is made of wood as well?
Correct.
This seems like
They stand out from the rest of the tower.
an ornamental room, like when they do showings, cave showings.
But you don't have to sleep. Here in the City of Glass, you don't even need to sleep.
Then why have a bed?
It's a display of power.
Yeah. I'm going to open the wardrobe.
Yep, and I'm right behind you.
Both of you make con saving throws.
I'm just investigating the bed. So
Should have known.
well.
As you open the wardrobe, just above the handle, a interesting glyph glows bright emerald green.
14.
The glyph looks like a balance of scales, balanced lower and higher than one on each side.
14.
And as it explodes,
7.
it blinds both of you.
Ah!
You are blinded. Each of you roll a d4.
Oh no. 1.
If you're in the room, you also make a con saving throw at advantage.
1.
You're blinded for an hour.
Oh my gosh.
19.
You're okay. You're able to sort of, you see a glyph and immediately sort of react and put
30, 20.
you also are able to sort of stop yourself before the flash goes off. You all also hear a small
We gotta go.
That's an alarm. That's an alarm. Oh.
and you hear a click, click in the hallway. And then
I think we should listen.
I'm gonna stick my head out and look in the hall.
there are two very large, very distorted automatons. Before they're pristine, bronze, glass, very well made. These seem to be hunched over and bent, covered in sludge. And that is where we will go to our intermission.
Oh!
You can't see!
I can't see.
Two of them can't see,
bro.
and we got sludge automatons heading their way from that room that is clicking. And as you look as you peer your head on the opposite side of these two automatons inside that room, you see a glass coffin.
Come on!
We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Stick around.
Hey, and we are so lucky to be sponsored by amazing companies like World Anvil. There has been a friend of ours for months now. We all know that World Anvil is a beautiful set of world-building tools and organizational items for all of you storytellers out there and creatives, no matter what game you're running. D&D, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, all of them. It's the absolute best for organizing all of your game info for those magic items that you created, but you can't quite remember what they do, or that NPC where you're like, what was their accent again? Was it like, yeah, was it something like this? Or was it more like this? You couldn't remember because it was 5 sessions ago. Well, World Anvil is perfect for that because it's just the best tool set to keep all your stuff organized. And if you go to World Anvil right now and use our discount code TheDungeonRun, no spaces, THE Dungeon Run, no spaces, you'll get a lovely discount on a year-long subscription. And we're also working with our friends at Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice are the kindest and most awesome purveyors of dice in all the land. They have so many amazing styles and colors of all dice for every character, every setting. We here like to change up our dice depending on what character we're playing or depending where we are. Right now, actually, they have a collection of dice called the Reticle Collection, which is beautifully steampunk inspired, that Lumbra themselves would really enjoy. So if you go to dieharddice.com right now and use our discount code DungeonRun, no the on this one, just Dungeon Run, you will get a lovely discount on us. So thank you, World Anvil, and thank you, Die Hard Dice.
We're back. I don't know how I didn't think this was going to happen. I laid a bunch of traps and they just sort of ran into them. So here we are. It makes for interesting and entertaining television. So, we have already rolled initiative just to get caught up quickly. So Otto, you will go on 22. Automaton 1 will go on 12. Cristobal, you will go on 9. Automaton 2 will go on 8. Val and Rhea, you will go on 7, but Val, you will go before Rhea because your dexterity is higher.
Yeah.
We're going to do this again, Theater of the Mind. You are in the private quarters of Baron Medulon. It is a 40-foot by 40-foot room.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
It's a big room.
It is a big room.
Of course, this guy.
This guy.
The shrine was similarly large, about
Okay.
40 by 40. The hallways, as you exit them, to your left, as you exit this room, will be the staircase. It is 60 feet away from where the door is. And when we left off, they noticed that the glass coffin seemed to be coming from where they heard all the banging. And that is beyond the two giant sludge deformed automatons. And that is 60 feet on the other direction from where you are. The automatons are 40 feet down the hallway.
How wide is the hallway?
20 feet wide.
They haven't reached us.
They have not reached you yet. They're 40 feet from the door. They're each 10 feet wide, so they cover the entire hallway.
So, okay, so they're standing side by side, or
seem to be moving in conjunction.
Ron?
Yeah.
Mic.
Oh, thank you.
Your mic.
Sorry. I did that at the beginning too. Good Lord, guys. My apologies. It's because I want you to see the beautiful shirt. That's what I tell myself. Thank you. Thank you for that. Apologies, everyone. 60 feet either side of the hallway for you to get to the staircase or to the room where the glass coffin is. In the direction of the glass coffin, 40 feet down the hallway, there are two 10-foot wide automatons, these sludge-infested automatons. The room you're in and the room across the hall are both 40 feet by 40 feet.
Okay, and they just came out of that door.
And they just came out of that door. They moved 20 feet down the hallway, so they're 40 feet away from you.
And Rhea and I are blind.
Rhea and Val are blinded for the next hour.
Oh my god.
So we will start at the top of the round. Otto, you hear this clearly marching down the hallway, and Cristobal sort of looks and tells you what he sees.
There are two giant automatons coming. Do they have the glaives?
They do not have the glaives.
They don't appear armed, but they appear very unhealthy.
Their fingers, you've seen automatons before where the fingers sort of disjoint and can elongate. And you've seen Ghost and Ghast's fingers sort of turn into these long, spindly things and work. They currently are doing that, but they seem bent at weird and odd angles and dripping what looks like some sort of black sludge liquid.
They have automaton carpal tunnel.
These automatons are so sick. I'm gonna burst out, and I would love to cast Ray of Frost because I want to slow them down.
All right, before we do that, I do want to let everyone know the level 2 spell scroll that Cristobal found in the library was a level 2 scroll of Phantasmal Force.
Yeah.
And the two books that our Otto thief found was one called The Nature of the Automaton, and the other one's called Prismatic Darkness, a treatise on the shattered expanse.
Oh my.
Otto has been identified that they have some benefits when they have this book.
Maybe they have an off switch.
Start reading.
Ray of Frost. You want to do Ray of Frost?
I'm gonna do Ray of Frost. And because I really want it to hit, I'm gonna also cast it with Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Nice.
So which gives me advantage on an attack roll, but maybe something weird happens.
Okay. Well, when you get that back, right?
Yeah.
That's when the weird thing may happen. Actually, roll a d20 in addition to that for me.
A d20 in addition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. 16.
Okay. Wild magic does not go off. I mean, Ray of Frost is actually a cantrip. Never mind. Didn't even need to roll that. Apologies. Okay. Make your attack.
Okay. That is 16 plus 6.
16
Yeah.
22.
plus 6 is 22.
Please tell me that hits.
for sure. That hits for sure. That definitely hits.
And that is a 7 plus 5, 12.
Nice.
12 damage.
Yes.
You
And
turn.
it's slowed by 10 feet.
Slowed by 10 feet.
So you, how far? You were sort of in the middle of the room. So to
Yes.
get out of the room, you have to move at least 20 feet.
It goes 60 feet. Am I right?
Right. I'm just making sure that you're moving outside.
Yes.
Yes, so that you can target. Just make sure that it's all clear for everybody at home. So you move 20 feet outside of the room, sort of in the hallway, and cast Ray of Frost. Do you want it to be on the one that's on your left or right?
Can I... How targeted is... Can I just do 1 foot of both?
No, unfortunately, Ray of Frost is a single target spell.
I just thought I'd ask. Okay, I'm gonna do the one on the right.
On the right? Okay.
Great.
Great. And you said 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to use
They are hit with that. You see some of the sludge start to like solidify on the body of this thing, and then immediately melt.
Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, and I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Well, you're not in any threatened range, so you wouldn't even need to.
I will dash.
Back into the room?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you pop your head out, cast Ray of Frost, pop back in.
Yep.
Great, so they cannot target you. Next is the automatons. They move 30 feet down the hallway, putting them 10 feet from you, and so they double move into the room.
Okay.
Wait, but the other one has 9.
Sorry,
One of them is 10
it's
feet
still
behind.
it's still enough to get into the room.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
it makes
'Cause
them
they're double
50
moving,
feet
yeah.
instead of 60. So with a double move, so they move into the room. But that is the first automaton's turn, which wasn't the one that you hit, and then it is Cristobal's turn. So one of them has moved into the room, not the one that auto slowed.
It would be
Got it. Where is that second one? Is it like behind
It is
it?
still. It just hasn't gone yet. It goes after you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even moved down
It
the hall
won't move
yet.
down the hallway. Yeah, it will once your turn is over. But yeah.
Okay.
So just one in the room with you currently,
So here's
and it's threatening all of you currently.
so good times. Okay, so I'm gonna start bonus action Blade Zone,
Okay.
and then I'm going to.
Come on, Kevin McAllen.
Let's do it.
Blade dance, right? You begin to.
I do. I start to sashay and sway.
Oh, he's so cool.
And as I sashay and sway, just because of where we're at this point,
For sure.
I'm going to drop the Kevin McAllen.
Right.
Yeah.
So I start to footloose, and the footloose becomes, my Argentinian tango. And I'm going to look at him, at the automaton that came in the room, and I'm going to say, "Your master needs you. Go to him." And then I'm going to cast suggestion
Okay.
on him.
Suggestion. All
Yep,
right.
which is just a creature.
Yes, it is a creature. Let me make sure because there is a particular type of spell it is, and I believe. Make sure. Checking. It is an enchantment. It is immune to the charm effect. So you say that, and there is no. Okay. Normally, that might work. Knowing what you know about automatons, and they have some self-awareness that might have worked. These seem to lack that.
Okay.
Oh.
Great. Okay, so with my movement, I'm going to notice that these two are blind.
Yeah.
God, what's
Where
happening?
are they in relation to...
Currently,
In front of the
this thing
wardrobe.
is 10 feet wide.
Right.
It comes into the door. It is a 40-foot room, but you're all sort of standing around. I'm going to say it threatens everybody.
Yeah, great.
Right, but we're in front of the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Specifically in
Is
front of the
that like
wardrobe
on
by
a
the
back wall or
the bed is on the as you enter the room, it is on the right-hand side of the wall, which would be towards the staircase in the other direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
The wardrobe would be
Oh,
on.
that's the bed. Okay.
The wardrobe would be immediately to the bed's right, so that puts you closer towards the door of the bedroom, which means
Got it.
you guys are within threat range.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Would I be, if I were to go use my movement to, for instance, grab Rhea and pull them
Yes.
away, would I be entering threatened space and
If you're trying to get out of the room and around,
not out of the room,
Okay.
away from them, pull them
Yeah,
into
if you
the room?
whoever you choose to do that, both of you would be targeted, and it would choose one of you to attack because you're moving out of threat range.
I'm not worth it.
Worth it.
Cristobal tries his cast. It does not work. He's going to fall back as far away from the constructs as he can make it.
Do you want to exit threatened range?
It'll take a swing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
gonna
so
stay
you're
within threat
you're
range.
kind of in front of it a little bit.
Yeah, basically.
It is clearly a very large threatened range. You can see its arms are very long, almost as tall as it is.
Yeah.
So it's got a 10-foot range, and it's 10 feet wide. So it's pretty much the whole room.
Great. Super.
So anywhere where you move in the room is still within threat range currently.
Cool.
Okay, so that means the other one also enters the room about 10 feet, so it's in the doorway itself, and its threatened range is about there's about 20 feet of room on the opposite side of the wall that it can't reach.
The slowed one would have moved 40 feet, right?
Right, 10 minus twice, so 40, so it's just outside the doorway.
Okay.
I figured the second.
So its threat range is
one,
drastically reduced, and only if you were in the doorway itself would it be able to attack you currently. And now it is Val's turn. Val, you are blinded.
Yeah.
And for those at home, the blinded condition means the creature can't see, automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against them have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yes. So yeah, Val is kind of like, oh, what's happening? I hear something. And bonus action, the Echo appears.
Okay.
The Echo is immune to all conditions.
Right, so it's not blinded. Yeah.
Winner. Chicken dinner.
The Echo, are they? No, they are no longer 10 feet from each other.
No.
Okay. Is it possible to blast a cone of cold breath to the one in the room without hitting my friends?
Yes.
Okay. Then the Echo charges forth, and while Val is literally stumbling around next to Rhea, and then boom, ice breath to the one in the room.
Okay, and it's
Dex saving throw.
Dex save. 13.
That fails, and it takes 19 points of cold damage.
All
Damn.
That's one. As it's doing that, it is, and then drawing rapier and trying to stick it in its soft parts.
Great.
You can just do everything.
Doesn't have a lot of soft parts, but I understand.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Come on. Let's go.
Hello.
That is, where are you? 13 points of damage.
Take your Echo takes 1 point of acid damage.
Disappears.
Sticks its rapier into the body of the thing. How much damage was it?
13, so that's 32 points of damage.
Yep.
But if it takes 1 point,
Yeah.
it's
It disappears?
It's
Oh.
gone. Yeah, it only
Yeah.
has 1 hit point.
And as I hear you, and you're like stumbling around, I'm like, Val, what's wrong?
I can't see. And that's that. Yeah.
Rhea.
And as he says, he's like bumping into me, and I like grab onto Val in one of those moments, and I will cast Lesser Restoration.
I'm gonna make you make a perception check at disadvantage to make sure that you're attaching you. Well, you hear him.
Well, we're right next to
Yeah,
each
so I'll
other,
give you
right?
I'll give you advantage on that because you're right next to him and you hear him.
Okay.
You're still blinded, so like,
You're like
technically
touching
the
one of
rules-
Medulon's clothes.
Right.
You're like,
Stop it!
Save you!
stop fighting me!
One of
You
the
get advantage
15
on the perception
mannequins
check.
of Medulon he has
Advantage
in
on a
his own
perception.
room.
Come on.
That's not fair.
That is not fair.
I'm so sorry.
They're exactly the same, and they're terrible.
And what are they?
They're both 4s. There's
Okay,
8.
fours. Okay. So you go to grab where you hear Val, but the clanging of this automaton coming in, an ice breath, all the spells that start to go off sort of disorient you when you hear him say something, and you go to grab him and you miss. You grab air. You don't.
Don't burn the spell. Thank God.
Well,
Yeah,
since
clearly.
can I do like an insight to know that I didn't like I'm
No, I
not
mean you know
grabbing-
that you
I
didn't.
know
You
that
grab
it's not
air.
him.
Yeah, you don't grab
Okay.
him. You don't grab anything else. You
Well,
just
then-
don't grab him either.
In that case, if I can't find him, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
Yeah, perfect.
cast it on myself.
I got the Echo. Yeah, get yourself there.
Yeah, and I have to use a level 3 slot.
Wow.
You're casting what?
Lesser Restoration.
Your blindness returns. Or excuse me, your eyesight. Your eyesight returns.
Great. And then could I, as a bonus, or just like see what's in the closet in front of me?
The wardrobe?
Yes.
Are there any Baron Medulon's clothes?
In
Fancy.
the wardrobe, you see. Sorry, it's on a different page. Back to the other page where I was. In the wardrobe, you see there's a scroll at the bottom, sort of hidden in this. Like when you open the wardrobe, there's a little lip, and inside the left-hand side, you can see there's a small scroll. There are no clothes.
I see it's a model home.
There are no
It's a
clothes.
model home.
Okay.
Clothes
All right.
inside.
Well,
No one
I don't
lives
think
here.
I
Nobody lives
have a bone. No, because I cast a spell, so I don't have any bonus cantrips or anything. So,
You didn't cast a spell.
I did on
Oh,
myself.
on
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
You're right.
I
I'm
did.
sorry.
So
Yes.
you see
Okay.
yes.
And I sort of say like, hang tight, Val. I've got you.
Okay.
Next turn.
What do you mean?
Do you pick up the spell? Or do you pick up the scroll?
Oh yeah. Ooh.
God.
I'm gonna hold up. I
Okay,
know
yeah,
that there's a
okay.
scroll in there.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
note
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
No
Okay.
more traps,
Does
please.
that end your turn, Ray? You're not moving
Yes.
anywhere? Okay. Top of the round, Otto.
Okay,
There is a large automaton in the room. There's one right outside about to come in. The one that's in the room has been splashed with ice multiple times. Once by ice by him, and then
Stabbed.
and stabbed by Val.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a really loud spell. Maybe I'll still do it. No. Okay.
I figure at this point, you know the jig is up, so
Is it right?
loud spell's not going to be a problem, I don't think.
Okay. So, in understanding that it is an automaton and automatons, according to my nature of
Knowledge of
knowledge,
Yep.
they basically work on electricity, right?
It's very unclear to you exactly how they're energized, but you know that they're made of metal and glass. So you know that they will conduct electricity.
Okay, yeah, because I would like to throw a witch bolt at the
Okay.
one that's closest to
Sure.
me.
Ooh,
Great.
forgot you had that.
yes.
You're too busy stabbing and shooting.
Yeah, oh no, I'm so good at weapons that I forget I have magic constantly. That is a 21.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, here we go. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
9 points of lightning, correct?
Lightning,
Yes.
specific lightning.
They are vulnerable to
Oh.
lightning.
Ah!
And you did 9, so it's 18.
That's what I'm gonna do.
As you throw this witch bolt
Yeah.
and it slams into the body of this thing, it begins to sort of shake, and you see the sludge in it sort of retract and begin to light a flame.
When I cast that, I
might
like
be
to
bad.
stop my feet, throw my hands in the air, and I'm saying, "Wake up!" Like, because I think that maybe he's still in there.
Roll a d20 for me, because that was not a cantrip.
Definitely not.
Nope, it was not a cantrip. That is a 13.
Okay, no effect seems to go off other than the one that you intended.
Hey, everyone. Okay.
So let me put a note here that Witch Bolt, because it is a continuing spell that you can reactivate later.
Yep.
That's on the one
as
that's
an
in the
action.
room.
He's got
It's the one in the
bug zapper
room.
on.
It took
Okay.
18 points of damage. So that puts it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Clearly, one of its arms sort of dislocates and falls out. But as it falls, you see the sludge grab it and sort of solidify around it and hold on to it.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay. Anything else, Otto?
I am going to hide.
Oh yeah, there's a bed you could probably hide under. So sure. Yeah.
I
make-
like
under the
to
covers.
go hide under the bed. Yes.
Okay. Make a hide check, or a stealth check in this case.
Oh, okay.
You'll do so at disadvantage because it's in plain view.
Okay. Because
Why
as
isn't
a
it behind the bed?
rogue,
Oh.
it's,
I mean, they're going to see you go under the bed if you're going to use the bed. So you can hide in plain sight in this area, but it's at disadvantage just because they are currently actively aware of your existence.
I rolled the same thing twice, which is very silly. 18.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah, I
good.
mean, it seems to lose you in the chaos of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I burrow into the covers
Yep.
or under the
God
bed.
for Otto.
Perfect.
I'm now cozy. It's
It is
time.
now the automaton's turn.
And it decides to take its smoke break.
Unfortunately,
this is crazy, right?
You see
Anyway.
Gast open its chest
Yeah.
and do things inside,
Yeah.
whether it be, create things that you need, birth, sort of smaller
Spider
automata,
babies?
spider
I remember.
babies. This one opens its chest in front of all of you, and a large spray of black sludge coats the room. If you've ever seen applied drywall or white the stuff to the roof, what do they call that? It's like you spray it, and it's kind of like a
popcorn
foam,
ceiling.
like popcorn ceiling stuff. It's very much like that, but this corrupted sludge.
What kind of range does it?
It fills the entire room.
Does Otto dodge it because they're under the bed?
That's such a good
There will
question.
be a.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up. I had to go back to the thing.
Protect me.
You're fine.
Everyone make a dexterity saving throws. Otto, you get
Dexterity.
advantage.
Okay. Pretty good.
Okay, I feel like this is weird and illegal.
21.
Oh no, wait, that's fine.
I just get, there's no advantage. It's just
Oh my god.
Dexterity, 21.
Pass. Val?
21 as well.
Pass.
16.
Pass. Rhea?
12.
Fail.
Yeah.
If you pass, you take no max health damage,
Thank goodness.
but you still take full damage. If you,
Yikes.
Yep. If you don't pass, you also take max. You reduce from
It
your
lowers
max.
your
You each take 15 acid damage.
Wait, so how does uncanny dodge work?
That one you can use to. You just activate it and you tell me, and it would count for the half.
I would like to
yeah.
half whatever
Yeah.
you're
So
gonna
you
tell
would.
me.
So then you instead of
7.
15, you'll take 7.
Thank you.
And no max health. Rhea, your max health drops by 6.
Oof.
As this sludge sticks to your skin.
Drops by 6?
Yes, and it seems to sort of almost burn its way into the first layers of your skin.
So do I drop the max and then do the 15?
Yes.
God. No, just do the... What? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's like 21 then.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Okay.
And then it is a recharge ability, so when you see... Nope,
Yikes.
does not recharge. That is Cristobal's turn.
I look rough. Well, Nizir looks rough.
So
It's hard
rough.
to tell with Nazir. Just kidding.
Okay, that's
Check something.
that other guy still hasn't come into the room.
It's not his turn yet.
Right, but he can't. But he hasn't. He's
Has
on
not
the
yet.
not in the room.
Has not yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Cristobal is going to dive forward.
Okay.
And I'm going to do shocking grasp
Okay.
on the automaton.
Yep.
Having seen how well the electricity coursed through its body.
Mm-hmm.
It's made of metal, so you get advantage on the attack.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So.
You also take 1 point of acid
Okay.
Just for touching.
For touching
for
it.
touching.
Melee, 1
Wow.
damage. Okay.
Oh!
Well,
Well, I did get a nat 1, but I also got a nat 20.
Hey!
Yes.
There you
So there you go.
How very
So you will
camera of
do
you.
double damage.
4d8.
48.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Need some D8s.
Well, and then it's also vulnerable, so
Oh, come on.
you double that.
8d8.
88 like.
Let's
Wait, do I roll it?
Roll it and double.
No, you roll 88. So you roll that
Okay.
twice.
All right, so
I'll
help me
just-
out, Max,
I
please.
got you, buddy.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
What's that?
This is
Oh, 23.
23 plus.
Love seeing these faces.
Oh.
Okay. 37, 41, 46 points of lightning damage.
Get him.
It had 18 hit points.
Yes! Toast!
So you grab it and you, with determination,
God, I'm so
as Cristobal has never had before, he Argentinian tangos over to the automaton, wincing as acid from this sludge seems to burn his hands.
Can I say I've got like little,
Yeah.
what are they called? The
Finger symbols?
castanets.
Castanets.
And they like my hands.
Lights his hands on with crackling with energy between them, and he grabs onto the arm of this automaton, sending the arced lightning through its entire body until it explodes. Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, jeez!
Sorry, everybody.
fun. It was worth it.
Okay, 23.
Pass.
Oh, 20.
Nice.
17.
Pass.
17 plus 7.
Pass.
Come on, let's
All
go.
pass.
Yeah.
No max damage. Still take damage. You take 5 acid each.
Then I take-
5 acid, that's no
Still
bueno.
can't see anything.
I'm just rolling
hold
under
on.
the bed.
Sounds like you did something super cool, Cristobal.
As this automaton falls apart and its metal pieces hit the floor, the sludge seems to slide off of this metal creature and begin to bubble into a 5-foot size squared worth of sludge, and it lights a flame.
Oh no!
We got a fire too.
Yep. The room is not yet filled with smoke, but it is currently quickly filling with that same smoke you ran into earlier.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was my
Action.
and my movement.
You were in threatened range, so I don't think you even had to move, but you can move now if you wish.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do, because smoke is filling the room, I know how toxic the smoke is.
You have probably a turn before it does that.
And right, but the guy is blocking the door.
Yes.
Okay. So what Cristobal is going to do is he is going to Misty Step out into the hallway.
Yes.
Behind the ribbit.
Great.
The ribbit.
The ribbit.
And then he is going to start hoofing it back towards his dad and screaming at the robot.
Okay.
So
you're exiting the threatened range of this ribbit.
Well, no, he Misty stepped.
Oh, you Misty stepping out of its range. Perfect.
So, and I'm going to be
You've
yelling,
seen the hallway, so easy to do.
Your friend was a poorly made piece of IKEA furniture. You are garbage on so many levels. All of this isn't working. And I'm going to be backing up and saying,
All of this is
And now IKEA is canon. Not a problem with copyright at all. Not at all. Not at all.
There's a terrible Swedish furniture maker in the town I am from.
Apparently Sweden also exists.
Delicious meatballs. Terrible furniture.
Delicious meatballs.
So you're taunting this thing.
Yeah, I would call it a taunt, yes.
It is. It's immune to these kind of conditions.
Is it?
It is. That would be sort of like a charm effect.
It's immune
or
to
distraction.
shame.
But it does have now 2 targets, so how it decides, we will find out soon. Because it's its turn. So it's really just 50-50.
Okay.
And it chooses the room.
So... Not you.
That thing enters the room. Again, it also opens its chest and out sprays more sludge into the room. It also lighting a flame. Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Wow, I'm rolling well now. 21.
Good.
Pass.
Good, because you're blind.
Oh, right. Do I roll dex saving throws at
Actually-
disadvantage?
You do. Yes, you do.
I think you auto-fail.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about auto-fail.
Look
I
at-
auto-fail
look at the-
anything
look at the
requiring
blinded-
sight.
Look at the
Right.
blinded
Disadvantage?
condition.
No, can hear it. So
Oh,
if it's
you
an
can
ability
hear
check
it?
that requires sight, you can hear this, so you still get the dexterity
Okay.
save. But and it doesn't attack rolls against you. It's a save. No, it's a normal save.
Okay.
Yeah.
21.
Blinded doesn't make you a roll with disadvantage.
12.
Fail.
16.
Pass.
You're Cristobaling this right now.
He's not in there.
You're not in the room.
21.
Pass. Oh, you're not in the
Not in
room.
the room.
If you failed,
Brando!
well, everyone takes 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm
okay.
gonna uncanny
Rhea, on top of that,
dodge.
your max drops by 3.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the
Yeah.
max first. Okay, so the max drops.
So you would
by-
take 12, basically, because max drops and then you take 9.
Well, the max drop. I'm already below my max.
Right, but you still...
The max is lowering down.
I trust how
right?
you add it. Yeah, the
Yes.
max is lowering down.
So I'm
and if
just
you're already
lowering the-
below that max, it
so it's
doesn't
not
hit your
gonna-
current hit points. That's
Right.
correct. Yeah.
And then it's how much damage?
9 total.
Not yet? You still up?
At the end of the round, instead of the next round, there will be enough smoke because all of that stuff that just got sprayed also hits the burning pile that's in the center of the room and also lights a flame.
Wow.
Okay, but now it is.
In the room.
Now it's in the room, in the same spot where the one that sort of just exploded is, and it
Okay.
is now Val's turn.
Okay. Val, I mean, I assume Rhea's like howling in pain a bit, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Can I try and find her?
Sure.
Okay.
That would be perception check at disadvantage.
I mean, I can see it. I'm
Yes.
standing right next to
Okay,
him.
got it.
Right?
Yeah, literally, I'm trying to get next to her.
During your turn, Rhea, I will sacrifice your bonus action to allow him to roll normal instead.
Yeah, because if I see him
So you won't get a bonus
doing
action next
this,
round.
I'm gonna.
18.
18. You grab onto
All right.
the screaming Nethzir Rhea.
All right, hang on, and Echo appears behind me. Another ice breath because that worked well last time. So with this new guy, a deck save.
All right. Deck save. Whoops. That would be a 16.
Succeeds, but it takes 9 points of cold damage. That's another one of those. And then with its second attack, throwing a dagger.
Okay.
Yes.
An auto move. Yeah.
That one.
Well.
So right into the wall.
Yep. And since this is all happening at the same time, as Cristobal Misty steps into the other room, Cristobal, you see a dagger from within past the door into the wall next to your. As you Misty step and start to run and do your IKEA chant.
Then I'll use an Unleash Incarnation for it to charge forth and jab because it's kind of a suicide attack, but it'll come right back. But yeah. Yes, 25 to hit.
That hits for sure.
For 13 more
and
points.
You're using the rapier, not the axe.
Oh, loaded question.
Yeah, I would use the axe.
Okay.
Just to see. I mean,
Make sure you roll damage with the axe.
And I don't know that it's. That's a good point. Thank you. That is actually how much? 8 points of slashing.
Okay.
With the axe.
As you hit it, it's max. You do the max damage to it. Some of that sludge seeps into the cracks of the obsidian axe, and it begins to hum.
Again.
I don't know. And that's another melee attack, so I assume the echo takes 1 more point of damage.
It does, yes.
All right, and the echo disappears. Because every time it takes a point of damage, it goes away. Okay.
Now end your turn.
I'm like, Rhea, can you get us out of here?
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm not gonna help.
We gotta go. I mean, if you
can't see anything,
if you fall, I'm here to help you.
I just lost my bonus action just grabbing your hands because I thought you were doing something.
I'm here. Like, if you fall, I'm right next to you at least.
Well, Rhea can see
He's like super supportive.
I can see.
I know. But at least.
Yeah, I know you're in a lot of pain, but save me.
No, please.
Look, I can't heal you. I got nothing.
I'm sorry, you thought I was going to heal you?
I didn't know you might.
I'm a dragonborn.
I thought you might shove a potion down my throat or something.
I was like, if you fall, I'll shove some bread down your throat.
Listen, Val needs emotional support too. It's important.
Look, I can't do anything
Bonus
right now.
action, emotional support.
I can't do anything right now.
Hey,
but
everyone needs a good emotional support.
But if
right?
anything bad happens, I'm right here.
You were scared.
Yeah, you can't fly with them, but
And that's why my bonus action, because I'm like grabbing your hand, like, what?
Yes.
You're like,
and you're watching my echo just like go to town.
Now that is pretty impressive, right? The echo just going to town on this thing. As he's like,
we need to get out of here. Are you all right?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh no, you don't have to.
Oh no, I was going to.
Okay.
Don't you have a bunch of bread you can eat though?
No, but to give him.
No, she casts Lesser Restoration.
I can hang in there. All right.
She casts Lesser Restoration.
that was your action, your bonus action. You have movement. I don't think you probably want to move much, but
We're in range.
maybe, yeah.
What's your AC?
AC's not bad, but AC has not mattered, has it?
No,
I guess
no,
it
it's
has.
not.
Well,
So far.
yeah, not with all the splash attacks, but maybe it would take a swing.
You
I don't
gotta
know. But
its chest cavity remains open, so it does not recharge.
okay.
I don't know if this counts as an action.
Ask.
What if I wanted to change what I look like?
Yeah, that would be an action.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna be like, ow.
So, and I can see now, yes?
Yes,
Yeah, you can see.
Your sight returns to
You
you.
look terrible.
The room is covered in sludge and it is burning.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, all right. We gotta get out of here.
Top of the round,
Burning.
Otto.
Smelling the fire and seeing it catch, like the magical fire catches the regular fire.
The smoke is filling the room. So
Right,
if
we
you
need to
don't
move.
use your
Yeah, we gotta
bonus
get out of
action,
here.
if you stay in the room and don't use your bonus action to cover your mouth and to make sure, you will have to make a con save.
So, sorry, can I move? I forgot about the smoke. Like this
You
whole
can
smoke
move.
is
Yeah,
like-
you certainly can move.
I'm gonna try and exit, even though
Okay.
I may die on the way.
All right, so you move past the automaton out the door. It does not seem to attack you as you move out.
Tricky.
All right.
tricky,
Still thinks
tricky,
you're in the ship.
Tricky.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
that's
you're at the end though.
what I.
It's not smart enough. Let me. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't attack you.
Okay.
It doesn't attack me.
Yeah, it can. Yeah,
All right.
All right.
That's all we know.
it's a choice.
It doesn't attack you.
Yeah.
It doesn't attack you.
There's more than one of you, and it only gets one attack of opportunity per round.
Sure.
Okay.
You are not,
not
the
the
thing.
threat.
You're not the threat. Exactly.
Hey.
You're not the threat.
Take the compliment.
And I shout back, there's a scroll in that wardrobe.
Got it.
Oh God.
So Otto.
Okay. So.
I was like, a scroll.
Well,
So you can either not sacrifice a bonus action and make a con saving throw at the end of your round, or
I
you
will
can
sacrifice a
Okay.
bonus action,
Great.
but that means that I can't dash. Like that's what that.
You can dash as a rogue, though.
Right.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would like to cover my mouth.
Yeah, because you're using your bonus action.
It would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to cover my mouth
Okay.
as my bonus action, and
Yep.
I want to cast Control Flames. I want to make it less fire.
Great.
Ooh.
Good move.
Less
yeah.
fire.
Make
Yeah,
less
great.
Fire. Yes.
Let
You are so
Let me read
less
the
fire.
You're a less
details
fire.
of Control Flame real quick, because I think this
It's
has a particular.
instantaneous?
Yeah, and I think it has a particular. I don't have it here. Why did it not pop up?
It's
when I
like the
searched?
amount of thing that you can control, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Control Flames, not Control Flame.
Oh.
For some reason, the search
That's weird.
doesn't pull it up. Okay, so you span 5 feet in one direction, extinguish flames within
Your 5
the
foot
cube,
cube.
your 5 foot cube. So,
Yes.
which 5 foot cube do you want to target? Because the whole room is. a flame.
Right. I'd like to create a path out.
Okay,
so
so-
the fire that is on our way out.
All right, so you have one, we'll say the 5 foot cube in front of the doorway
Yeah.
snuffs out.
Great.
Great. And it's me crawling out of the bed, exhaustingly covered my beak, and then like extinguishing
Great.
it.
Okay. All right, so you crawl out from under the bed,
I'm crawling out.
extinguish that 5 foot
Uh-huh.
flame, and use your bonus action to crawl in your mouth. Great. It is now the first automaton's turn, but it has been demolished.
It's dead.
So
It's
it is now
exploded.
Cristobal's turn.
Exploded.
Cristobal, as you get close to the doorway in here, you see inside that this is some sort of laboratory.
I would love to look in there. I will say to you, when I was like, "Hey, IKEA," and it didn't turn around, I wouldn't have just abandoned them.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm saying you still got close enough to that
Oh,
room
okay,
to
cool, cool,
see
cool. Yeah, so
a little
what
bit
do I
inside.
see?
The glass coffin of Gonzalo stands in the corner of the room, his body within it. You notice that he is still fully, it seems as if he's sleeping, but you can see dark splotches that you recall as the disease that wasted him away still apparent on his body.
It's like Sleeping Beauty, but your dad.
Yeah, but
Oh
you're
no. Oh no.
one of the machines inside, it's hard to tell because you didn't take time to look at it,
No.
but it's whirring. It's making a whirring sound. Some lights are flickering, and you hear a constant thkun, 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 and you can see what looks like a small window filled with sludge.
good times, good times. Okay, so
There's more to it, but that's.
I'm sure. Yeah, and I'm not as
Yeah,
much as I
for
would
sure.
love.
Yep.
I'm going to rush back towards my friends.
Okay.
Couple of questions. One, the rubit's in the room, so it is past the 5 foot unflamed square in front of the door.
Yes.
Okay, so I can walk into the room without burning alive.
Correct.
Great.
Now there's still smoke in that room, so you'll have to use your bonus action to cover your mouth.
Yes. So. Yeah, I've been the most effective against it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use bonus action to cover my mouth. Nothing against you.
No, I'm so kidding. I'm so joking.
Cover my mouth.
How dare you?
Run in. I'm flanking it, so I get advantage.
Yep.
And I'm going to grab it in honor of Jess, right on the tuchus. Right on the tuchus.
Yep. All right.
And what was her god's name?
Aitha.
I'm going to say, this is from Aitha, and then I'm going to squeeze its butt and cast Shocking Grasp.
Perfect. You get advantage on the attack.
Yes.
You do take 1 acid.
Yes.
Yes.
Pain. Life.
The acid damage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Not an 20, but
That's fine, because it's a spell modifier, so it's plus 6 is 23.
That hits, for sure.
Okay, so I'm doing 4d8.
2d8. Oh, it is
No,
vulnerable
4.
to it.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
vulnerable,
Yes,
so
it's
4.
4. Yeah. Sure. Here you go.
Thank you. Yeah. 9 plus 11 is 20.
All right. You do 20 damage to the thing. Again, Cristobal, you all see him return from outside the back.
You guys hear it coming first.
Yeah. And Rhea, you see him running down the
Yeah, just so
hallway.
you go by.
There you go.
Also seeing the same things that he saw in that room. And he
yeah.
goes back into the room and you hear what sounds like electricity. And sure enough, it surges through the automaton, but it is still standing.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Then that's my turn.
It is now the automaton's turn. It did not recharge its sludge spray.
Thank goodness for that.
So it will take 2 attacks. One against Val and one against Cristobal.
Okay.
Val.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, no.
You take 1 point of acid.
Okay.
Make a con save.
Okay.
You also take 7 bludgeoning. Excuse me.
17 on the con save.
Cool. Your max does not reduce by 1,
Okay.
but you do take 7 bludgeoning.
1. Okay. Sorry.
1 acid.
You just take 7 bludgeoning.
1 acid and 7 bludgeoning.
Yes.
So
Oh,
8.
okay.
Okay, got it.
And Cristobal, it swivels its hips to try to hit you, but you see that it's sort of not perfectly aligned because of all the corruption of it, and so when it swivels, it actually falls over on the ground and is trying to pick itself up, but falls in the sludge itself that is on fire.
Oh. Nat 1'd it?
Yeah, it did. Nat 1'd that one.
That's what you get for having
I
Cristobal.
would never choose you as a dancing partner.
And it takes some fire damage as it falls to the ground.
Oh, and it's prone.
And it is now prone. That is true. It is now Val's turn.
This thing is prone.
Yep.
Stab.
Yeah. Val rushes up, grabbing the axe where it dropped from his Echo's hand a moment ago, and just starts hacking at whatever this version's thing of a head is.
Make your first attack roll.
At advantage because it's prone.
Yep. And you'll take 1 acid.
13. That's terrible.
That misses.
Yeah. Second one.
You thunk the axe into the stone floor and try again.
19.
That hits. Take
Yeah.
1 acid.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's. Sorry. I just forgot that. That's 9 points of slashing damage.
The axe head shatters. You do the full amount of damage, and as it shatters, you all see the flames. Some of the flames of where this thing has fallen seem to suck into each of the large 3 pieces that embed themselves into the wardrobe. So there's 3 obsidian crystals filled with fire magic that are embedded in the wardrobe. You still have that handle.
Val is like stunned for a moment, looking at the axe. Bonus action, the echo appears and rapier
Great.
right down into his spine. 17 to hit.
It hits.
For 13 points of piercing damage.
And that severs the spinal column of this automaton, and it begins to move and then stops.
It's dead. It's
Yes,
dying.
it is dead.
That was a sad robot.
That is the end of the combat rounds. We will stay in rounds because you're in a room that is on fire and problematic. Did you want to use your bonus action to cover your mouth?
I already used the bonus action to create the echo.
Okay, so then you need to make a con saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't moved yet. Could you hustle out?
Yeah,
I was going to say, could I with...
You still have to sacrifice your bonus action not to inhale anything while you're in the room.
What if I action surge? And can I action surge to
I'll let you, if you're going to use your action surge, I'll let you do that.
To grab Cristobal, and you're out already.
No, I'm under the bed. I'm halfway in the bed.
grab-
No, don't worry about me. I have stuff.
Okay, literally action surge, like tucking the handle of the axe, and then picking up Cristobal, fair maiden style, and running out the
Happy
I'm assuming you don't resist.
No, this is...
So you guys both make it out of the room.
Yeah.
It is Rhea's turn. Rhea, you're out in the hallway. There's still that...
We just got up.
Yeah.
Eat some bread.
Yes,
And
please.
I was like,
bread.
you'll
Some
come
bread.
out. You'll come out.
You're so tired. You're so tired.
eating bread.
It's pretty good bread.
Carbs are only going to make you more sleepy.
That's your action, Rhea. That's your action.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anything else?
I'm eating the rest of this bread.
No, it's very bad.
Do it.
Actually,
How
where's
much
my
was
max
left?
hit points though? Because there's 3d8 left.
Oh jeez.
I'm down from the current max 26.
Wow.
Should I use the 3?
No, I mean just roll it as you go. Like you start with.
That's true.
Start
I'll
with
nibble.
2.
I'll nibble a bit.
Yeah.
One little. It's 5. Oh God, I'm so low. Yeah, and then the 8.
13. That's nice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna hit my max.
Okay.
I'm eating the rest of this bread.
It's the good force card.
Okay. All right.
You have a bonus action and movement if you'd like.
Right. I'm just going to like. You guys did a great job.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna walk down the hall.
Towards the coffin?
Yeah.
Okay. Otto, it is your turn. The smoke now is so filled that you're going to have to make a con save.
Great, but the did
You don't have to.
extinguish
You don't
the-
have to. You don't have to sacrifice your bonus action because you'll make it.
Great, okay. That is a 10.
Okay. You take 1 damage, and your max is dropped by 1.
Okay. Okay.
God.
It's that really nice down comforter.
It's really nice down here, actually.
So you have an action, a bonus action, a movement.
Perfect. I would like when you described the obsidian lodging into the walls,
Yes, into the wardrobe. Yes.
the wardrobe, I need to collect all of that.
Okay, sure. So you move yourself over there. It's going to take your action to do so.
Okay.
Make strength checks. Make a strength check for me.
Okay, great.
You also, as you move towards the wardrobe, notice that there's a
Oh,
scroll.
no, I didn't.
no, it's okay.
That there is a scroll within the wardrobe as well.
He keeps mentioning.
I know he keeps mentioning it. I feel like I need to grab it. Okay, I'll just grab
Just
it too.
reminding you, you don't have a visual, so
I get it, bro.
be fair.
Natural 20.
Yes.
It doesn't. You are so filled with adrenaline that it is literally like you. It's like when you hear the stories of mothers lifting cars off their children.
Yes, that is
In
what
fact,
I see
Otto,
it too.
you pick up the wardrobe and you walk out of the room with it, grabbing the scroll as well as the 3 obsidian shards that are in it. And the rest of you see Otto like literally picking up a wardrobe and bringing it as smoke begins to billow out of the room.
Are you all right?
No! I'm just taking, I am destroying the wardrobe.
Hang on. Check that scroll for traps before you grab it.
Check the scroll for traps.
So many traps.
I mean, that's not unfair.
That's not unfair. Okay.
Who's investigation?
Is investigation that is 11.
The scroll does not appear to be trapped. As you're walking out of the room with this adrenaline and pull, you hear behind you and the chest that was at the base of the bed
That we ignored.
it looks like it implodes and disappears.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I thought about that chest the entire time I was in the bed, but there's a lot of stuff happening, so...
Yeah.
All right, you're out of combat rounds.
What do you...
There is, at the end of the hallway, there is a glass coffin filled with the body of Gonzalo de la Cruz. There appears to be some machinery in it as well.
I've
Still the whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Are we in rounds anymore?
No, we can drop out of rounds.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
As I'm stumbling sort of down, I just feel, I almost got down. I'm just...
You almost got.
Even though I ate this bread, the bread was great. It's
Yeah.
like, my max hit
Bread isn't
points
a
have
meal.
dropped quite a bit. I'm not feeling great. I am just... I don't know if it's a good idea. Whatever. That'll be the last ditch. Never mind. I'm just going to make my way into the room.
All right, what are we doing?
Do I see the...
Into the laboratory room with the glass coffin? Yeah. Okay. Let me describe that to you as you enter that room. This room is a testament to the governor's obsession with progress. It's filled with strange machinery, gears whirring and lights flickering. The air carries the smell of ozone, hot metal, and that weird, almost nauseating smell of the corrupted sludge. In the center of the room, a table displays what appears to be an automaton, but its design is unlike any you've seen before. It is composed entirely of mirrors.
What?
It doesn't seem to be active or aware. It doesn't seem to be broken apart or disassembled. It is just on this table, comprised completely of mirrored glass. One of the machines in the room is noticeably larger and more complex than the other. It's a large vat filled with black, oily substance, the sludge. Here, the corruption within is palpable, and the air carries a rancid, sickly, sweet smell that you're familiar with. It appears to be, at the bottom, there is a large chunk about the size of a softball of obsidian. And this machine seems to be pumping this substance into the obsidian, and you can see it's sort of cracked. This obsidian has imperfections and it's cracked, and the sludge seems to be seeping in and filling this particular chunk.
Okay. Oh boy. And seeing and having the 3 shards of obsidian and having the scroll. First, what is a scroll?
It is protection from elements.
Ooh,
nice.
Great.
That's
I
useful.
cast that on me.
Okay.
I'm going to run at the obsidian and grab it.
Okay. All right.
Straight into the room.
Yeah. This is my birthright to save the thing.
Oh, be careful!
I'm
Still holding the wardrobe?
I really feel like that automaton's like gonna wake up.
Yeah,
or
it's absolutely
something.
gonna wake up.
I'm gonna turn into Baron Medulon.
All right. In the same way that you turned into Nasir? Okay. Everybody roll perception checks.
14.
Okay.
And I kind of like sigh, sort of like I have like my face in my hands before like it sort of like everything morphs and changes.
7.
21.
14.
The only one who doesn't see it is the 7.
I'm running over to my father's coffin and I'm examining.
Sorry, not elements, protection from energy. You choose the energy type. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Acid.
Acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you cast 3rd level spells?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I'm a little guy.
I can.
Yeah. But
Okay.
She's a half caster.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't. I can't.
So you go to cast it and you're like, oh.
I don't read books!
I don't read these books. Sorry.
This is pointless.
But you still run in?
Yeah, I also, obsidian in itself is a very fragile element. It's not hard.
the obsidian that you know of is not like our obsidian, where it's very fragile and can break easily.
Okay.
It does do that, but it's not as fragile as our own, where like you literally nick it on the edge and it just shatters.
Right.
This one is sort of, it looks like it is, as you get closer to it, it looks like it has been forcibly cracked, as if they've been made rather than like hammered and cracked.
Right.
So it's sort of like taking a rock and drilling holes into it, and then filling those holes with this sludge.
Like a sludge grenade.
But I'm really trying here. With the obsidian, there's holes in it. You said that there's imperfections in it that usually indicate structural damage to it.
It is from the holes that have been drilled into it. Yeah.
Right. But it is a mineral, so there's no way for it to be like reinforced.
Not like typical. Yeah, it is not reinforced. It's not like if you mean reinforced, like there's metal pieces that are attached to it. No, it is held in what looks like sort of a mechanical claw that's holding it in place. And then of course the apparatus has sort of like a drip mechanism that applies the sludge to this thing evenly. So you will have to somehow disable that before you can pull this thing from the machine. But you have plenty of tools at your disposal to do so. Someone has tinkering tools. You have you have thieves' tools.
Well, so I'm a wild card. I think that nobody should have obsidian.
Sure.
So I should destroy the obsidian.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a magic missile at the obsidian.
All right.
Boy.
Great. You don't even have to attack. You cast. Otto runs into the room. Otto runs into the room. Where do the missiles come from? Do you use any kind of particular?
I think that like Otto, because this is a rogue spell, I believe. Otto.
Arcane Trickster.
Yes. Does sort of like a very it's kind of like a dance, but it's more like militaristic. Like he's taking stances, like fighting stances, and then he like throws it out.
Okay. So 3 arcane missiles from Otto's militaristic gesturing fly into the air
it's not dancing.
And absorb into the obsidian, and it begins to slowly glow with arcane energy.
Well, I tried.
Well, but I think it's a thing, where it like builds up and, eventually.
Father! And I'm going over to the coffin.
I was say, if you're running and doing
so you run inside,
you would have even noticed.
And look at So the coffin is there, and you can see he's sort of slumped over. It clearly looks like he's sort of sleeping, but his skin is very pale. As you can see, the glass coffin itself seems rose-colored with like gold trim on all of where the glasses meet, and there doesn't appear to be a latch at all. It seems almost as if it was built around his body.
Is there any of the equipment that's attached to the coffin?
No, the coffin literally seems just sort of
prop up next to
a desk. That has and a workbench that has a variety of things upon it.
How are we getting it out of here?
I want to shatter the.
It can't be open or it can.
Coffin. Yeah, I don't see a latch or any sort of hatch. So there is a hammer of some sort on the table.
Sure is. Yep. Among that, as you look down, there appears to be a wand, a variety of.
A wand?
I did a variety of vials and what clearly looks like a potion or two.
I mean.
I must grab the hammer. So what Cristobal is going to do is throw those things in his pouches.
Yeah,
and
the
then
wand and the potions.
I have a tinkerer's tool. I'm going to reach into my tinkerer's tool, pull out my hammer, and a fawap.
Okay.
What's this on?
A fawap.
A fawap? So you take out your tinkerer's tool and bonk on the glass coffin and make a strength check.
Which is what I'm known for.
You're so strong.
Because I'm using a hammer.
Val's like, I'm right here.
Yeah. You're with Cristobal.
I will save you, father. 10.
Bonk. Seems like it's tempered glass of some sort, and as you hit it, it doesn't even shatter.
It is impossible to break.
Hang on. I'm gonna use the fire-resistant hammer that we got in. And basically, Val's like, hang on.
and you use check. You use that particular hammer, it shatters. And
I weakened it for you.
Yes, you did a great job.
Opens.
I'm putting Dad over my shoulder.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
I have a wand. I have
Potions.
I can take it from you later.
Yeah, look at it later.
It's a wand, 2 potions, and what looks like an alchemy kit.
Great.
What are we doing with that? Pointing at the automaton on the table.
Is it hooked up to anything?
No.
Leave
Maybe-
it, I says, but I'm Baron Megilon.
But that is what creates portals to other worlds. That is one of the ways he is traveling all over these places, and
Also, not automatons are bad.
also that.
They're just sleeping and trapped.
Wait, this is how he's creating portals.
And Ron, please correct me if I'm wrong when I say this. The portal, it is the one that gives mirrors the ability to...
This
think
is
that's the
mirror
creator?
maker?
Yeah, oh god,
Yes.
we needed to save that guy.
Yes.
I'm so glad you brought him up because I forgot.
Yeah, he's the mirror
He's the
creator.
mirror creator.
He's the
He's
only
the
automaton
guy.
made of mirrors,
Then
everyone.
he has to be the guy.
We are not destroying it then.
No,
we are taking
we're
it.
taking it. Hey, can you wake up?
This
I'm gonna go over to the
thing
automaton.
probably weighs.
I'm
Right, exactly. I'm not trying to pick it up.
And I'm right next to you.
Like, can you wake up, please?
It does not respond.
Okay, so
can we go
using
to the console?
intelligence, can I try and deduce how to turn this bad boy on?
Sure. Make an intelligence check. Arcana.
Oh god, dude.
And I'm going to be saying...
Otto, I assume you begin flipping through your new nature of the automaton book.
I'm actually an expert. And yes.
Oh, cool.
She gives you advantage.
Great.
Or, excuse me, Otto gives you advantage.
And I'm going to be saying, like, someone find Coco! And I'm going to roll this and do terribly. You says Arcana?
Yeah.
12.
Nothing in the manual indicates what would turn it on. Normally, they're on as far as you have experienced. It is strange that it is not sentient or on.
Oh, can I try?
Sure.
Do I get my...
Otto continues to flip through the book. Normal roll for you until Arcana.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
Just reroll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. My brain buffered. Okay.
there.
That yeah. 13 plus 5, 18.
It should be on. There is no on switch that you know of. Automatons don't have them. They are imbued
He's
somehow.
taking it
with
and put it into
natural.
something else.
I'm gonna go to the console that has the obsidian.
Okay.
I'm gonna I don't know computer things.
Can I
There are levers and buttons.
Can I rip it out? Rip the obsidian thing out?
You sure can.
that tone.
Is it? Does it?
It's
feels-
humming and glowing and filled with this sludge that you can sort of see. You know, as I've described before, when the obsidian absorbs energy, it sort of becomes slightly translucent, and you can see inside. As you, I'm going to actually show you this.
Pictures?
Pictures.
I have a picture.
I'm going to exit and go do something else whenever.
Yeah, 1 second. So you slip out again in the back.
right.
1 second.
The creator
Let me pull
isn't
this
here.
up.
It should be on. It's not. So he's taken its mind, whatever automaton mind, and put it into something else.
Yeah, or this. Yeah, that's the only option.
We can't take this with us. We have no way to magically get us out of
It
here.
looks
unless it's connected to this
like
console.
That's what the obsidian looks like.
the obsidian inside. You see this symbol.
Wait, we want to see.
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
It's a flux capacitor.
I don't understand still.
Oh.
That's cool looking.
Yeah.
Is it moving?
It does not appear. Everybody roll religion. Yeah, unfortunately.
11.
Sort of
Are you
got
kidding?
that.
Well,
Actually,
I'm
you-
walking- yeah,
you were in
leaving.
there when Otto attacked it with Arcana, so you would get the roll as well.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
11.
30, 20?
11.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Which camera?
Right down the barrel.
Okay. I will also post this on the Discord.
Yes.
A little bit lower. There you are.
A little higher?
A little higher, a little lower, a little lower, a little higher.
Got it?
That's good. Thank
Okay. Yep.
There it is.
Thank you, Sean.
Nat 20. Otto, it's rolling hot today.
That 20, dirty 20, and I got an 11.
Dirty 20. That's a very particular symbol. That's an iconic. That's an iconic. That's iconography. something in the back of your mind, something related to obsidian, that is a holy symbol of a god you don't know. But it's clear because of the way the sludge is moving around, it generates this image as the arcane energy reveals it, as it's sort of pulsating and glowing. It's revealing it inside this obsidian chunk.
Everybody take Dad.
At 17, would I have the same knowledge as or just that it's a religious symbol?
That it's a religious symbol.
Okay.
Iconography.
Yeah.
Take Dad. I'm going to grab it, but in case something happens, everyone get out of the room.
I mean, I'm already out. I wanted to leave whenever you
that was just when Otto
Where's
attacked it with.
Actually,
Coco?
I'm getting out of the room too.
Before you pull it, or
Hang on.
Okay.
I'm getting 30 feet from the room,
Got it.
and the echo appears next to it.
Before you, if it's
Yeah,
all right,
please.
I'm just going to say, perhaps the construct is missing power or a soul.
Yeah.
Do you think this skull might be able to help facilitate its reanimation?
Oh yeah, I think that the skull is full of souls.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're time's crunching.
Take it.
So maybe you want me to do it? Okay.
No, not the skull, not the skull.
Yeah, I think while you're doing that, I would love to. I'm not strong either. Let's drag this boy out.
Okay, we can try.
Let's try.
That thing weighs hundreds of pounds, probably.
Yeah, but if your
Yes.
strength is high, you can drag like a lot.
That's true.
That's
like
true.
Hundreds of pounds.
That's true. Okay.
All right. All right. So I will assist.
So
the Alan to get him. Out
Okay.
of the room.
Cristobal and the big boy.
Because my drag's 240 pounds and I only have +1 strength.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Then there you go. I have +0.
It
so.
says it on your carrying.
Got it,
That's
got it.
for really dragging something.
Okay.
Not easily, but
Right.
That is a 18.
So you're trying to drag this thing off the table and out the room?
Well, so you're gonna explode the thing.
Maybe.
So I don't want our boy to die and
I
shatter.
don't think he's there, but okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a little thing, right?
I'm
you're a little
tiny.
small
My
thing.
bones are hollow.
You grab onto this thing, expecting it to be very heavy, and you can pick it up.
Oh,
Much like the wardrobe, it seems to be very light to carry.
I have Ant-Man energy right now,
Yes,
and I
it
love
is.
that for me.
It is delicate, and I'm got my dad over one shoulder, and I'm.
No, I'll hang on to your dad.
Oh, I thought you gave it to me.
I'll keep because I thought I was going to pull it, but I'm going to let the echo pull it.
So everybody,
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
though, can
yes,
I?
yes.
I would have.
Sorry, yes.
Nope,
I want to
please.
go and find an automaton as Baron Medulon, and I say, "Bring me the elf girl."
okay, so you're looking for one of the
Yeah, I'll go
automaton
downstairs if I need to,
Okay,
just to find
yeah.
one of the ones.
There's not any automatons up here that you've
Right,
seen.
yeah, so
You've
I-
gone through all the rooms, and so you go downstairs. Rhea goes downstairs. By that time, Rhea, as you enter the room, looking. Oh, by the way, totally forgot that I had to describe that. Rhea puts her hands on her face. The only person who doesn't see it is you, because you rolled so low.
Dad!
But Otto and Val, you see the back of Nethsir's head split open, and the skin of it sort of pull away. But instead of seeing what you would think you would see, like sinew and tissue and blood below it, it just looks like a hood. And then as it pulls and almost instantaneously, their bones dislocate and change and move and form together. And in the matter of 6 seconds, this transformation washes over them, and standing before you is a duster-cladded, hooded, imposing figure. About the size, height of Cristobal or Val, about that size, with a black mask, as I described it in the picture, with green and the shadows sort of moving, and then, of course, a dark beard with a mustache.
Well, to be fair, I don't
Rhea.
think I could change the clothes. Unless
I mean, the clothes seem to change when you do that.
I would love to see it.
Love that. Great.
All right.
But yeah, I left pretty soon after that.
And then that new Rhea walks out the door and down the stairs.
Okay.
Rhea, when you get downstairs, the automaton that had sort of melded into the wall is still seems to be marching back and forth, unaware of. You can even hear down here a whoop, whoop, but it doesn't seem to be responding in any way. As you get down there, it stops and looks at you.
Bring me the what does he sound like again? Bring me the elf girl.
It looks at you and says, I don't know where the elf girl is.
It's my friend, and I haven't met them yet.
Tell me where they are, and I will retrieve them.
Never mind.
No.
Shall I return, or should I take care of the intruders?
No. Lower the alarm.
The alarm goes, ew.
Go back to your duties.
As you have demanded prior. And it literally goes right back to what it was doing, almost ceaselessly, back and forth.
I march back upstairs.
You got the robot.
Like, run into him.
Yeah.
You got the robot. We're out. We're at the door, basically, and the echo appears. I mean, how large is the room? The longest the echo. It can stay like, at the end of my turn, it can basically do, 40. It'll just disappear.
How far can it be from you before it disappears?
If it's longer than 30 feet at the end of my turn, it will disappear.
Okay.
So we'll just say it can stay more than 30 feet away from me, but only for a moment.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, then we are like standing at the door.
Okay.
And I just sort of nod at the echo, and it nods, and then like Spock at the end of Wrath of Khan.
Okay. All of you are moving quickly. There is a lot going on, and you are the jig is up. It's clear that someone is coming. Something is coming. Slade, still not indicating to you that there's any alarm raised. Can't see inside the fog. As Val, with the unconscious or dead body of Gonzalo on his shoulder, running towards the staircase as a Baron Medulon Rhea comes up, and the rest of you sort of following Val down the hallway. You see the echo of Val look back at all of you, enter the room as it's been demanded, grab the obsidian, and the obsidian shatters as it pulls it out. The echo disappears. Val, your connection to the echo ceases.
Oh! Okay.
In your mind, you are transported as you're running down this hallway into an open black field. It is dark. It is silent. And then you see it. That same symbol appears in front of you. You get a sick feeling in your stomach. Your mind begins to race to all the horrible things that you have done to others in your life. When you've failed them, when you've disappointed them, when you've hurt them, intentionally or unintentionally so. You seem to get angry, and your emotions start to wildly differ one way and the other. And as that symbol disappears and the blackness resumes, you realize that you're surrounded by pulsating sludge. And in the distance, you hear a He's mine! And that is where we will end this evening's episode. What is that voice?
I don't like it.
Oh my god.
Hey, here's the thing.
That was not Medulon.
That was clearly
No.
nothing you have heard before. And I will say, I'm glad that you made your echo do it and not one of you.
Oh no! I can't believe I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm like, wait, why would I do
choice.
this?
Smart choice.
Good luck.
Very smart choice. So, we're in a bit of a pickle.
How are our boys going to get out of this
Some of
one?
us down quite a bit, Max. Hit points.
Yeah, a bit.
Hey, look, you got some magic items and some potions and some cool
we
stuff.
definitely did.
But boy,
We got the body.
you got the
we
body.
got the mirror creator.
You got both bodies.
Don't have Coco.
You still need to get out, and you don't have a Coco, and now you have no connection to your echo. It does not.
Cool.
You cannot feel it. So effectively, Morgan, so you know, all of your abilities of an Echo Knight are unavailable.
Awesome.
Luckily, it's not like you built this character around the...
Not at all.
I
Not at
still
all.
got some cool stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
For
your
sure.
obsidian axe. Oh.
Still have the handle. Handle still working. Handle still works. Handle still works. Hey, and you have some axe-sized obsidian chunks.
Yeah, no, sure.
And you have a tinker tools. So there's some, not to make it feel bleak, but you're in trouble, but there are some options here.
Rough night.
Rough night for everybody.
No one died.
No one died. Someone was very close.
No one died. And I'm sure you'll see me again.
Yes.
Look, great choices, everyone.
Thank you.
Were they? Given what you were set against, one last thing. As the rest of you are running down this hallway, Val seems to fall to the floor, Gonzalo's body rolling towards the staircase. The rest of you hear, coming from your mask, Cristobal, Val, Otto, Coco, and Rhea. Your presence is demanded in the court of the Lumbrel. You have been charged. Make appearance, or we will find you.
That all makes sense.
Oh, boy.
Time to go to court.
Bad to worse.
That's also kind of why I wanted to grab stuff, because I knew that we needed evidence, because I knew.
That chest would have been real.
Oh, the chest!
Would have been very.
How did we not
useful.
run go right for the chest?
I want.
We got
Yeah, you had to make. Yeah, you had to make choices in the moment. So, well done, everyone. As always, at the end of our episodes, thank you everyone for sticking around for a little bit longer. We went a little bit over because this was a very important point.
This is from chat.
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Thanks.
Right.
Thanks.
Hugs from Sean.
So
that is one of the rare times Sean has ever been on camera.
seriously, Sean. Making me feel feelings. Chat.
How dare you make me feel my own
things. So at the end of the show, as always, we like to read out in the form of improv games of our Team Shadow and Team Light. And so, Morgan, you have the ones.
Yes, I do. For Team Force of Shadow, with a suggestion that from Tapartos that I tweaked a little bit. The suggestion is us doing a mic check prior to the show.
Nice. That's so good.
Well, we know how this goes, guys, because we've been.
Hi, I'm Morgan Peter Brown. This is how I sound when I'm announcing things, but when I'm really down to clown, I get down here like this.
Okay, I'm going to need you, Morgan. Sorry.
What's up?
This is Sean in the booth.
Hey, Sean. Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
You're Aberkill
Thank you. I often think I think I'm nuts, but
that's probably.
I'm going to need you to lower it a bit and try again. Okay, go ahead.
Got it.
Hey, you guys. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Surena Marie, and
wow.
I always when I'm testing my mic levels, I like to laugh, and you might think I'm, I think I'm nuts, but that's just like this.
Lincoln broke my eardrums on that one. Sorry.
Surena, I'm going to need you to fail waffle a little less.
Okay.
And if you could just.
You should be more like me, Adam, who gets kitty scratches all the time.
That's a good check. That's a good check, Adam. That's a good check.
Adam, your voice is amazing.
Thank you so much. I feel like it is really my Lincoln break.
It's a great shirt, Adam.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Josephine. And this is what I sound like. I mean, I'm just a gateway guy. But who knows what voice I may do at any point? Maybe I meet Rhea for a moment, or you never know which one of two masks I might put on.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Yeah.
I like how no one played me.
Oh, I was about to talk about my dog Beans.
Beans. What a beautiful.
Beans. We love beans.
What a beautiful.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Team Force of Shadow.
Yes, thank you.
Team Force of Light, however, we have a suggestion from I Think I'm Nuts, which is a hot mic in the cockpit of a passenger plane. Breaker, Festive Light Preserver. This is American flight number 7721. We are coming into Beaker Parr National Airport.
Yes, welcome to Beaker Parr National Airport. You are clear to land on runway Angel Devilson.
Angel Devilson. Hey, co-pilot, I am not fully up on the new lingo. What is Angel Devilson?
Oh, that means that guy's from the Gold family, which is a very prestigious type of situation we have.
So he's asking us to land on the fancy runway.
He's the Gold runway.
Yes, yes,
Hi,
air hostess.
Excuse me, so sorry to interrupt. We have a little bit of a dungeon speed run happening.
Oh no! Oh no!
We don't have the
so
bathrooms for that.
Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's another dungeon speed
Okay,
run.
well, do we have a Ghostbusters quick response unit on board?
I think
You know,
we
we can
kept
make an
it
announcement.
next to the defibrillator.
This is the other flight controller.
Why do you always forget that?
Yeah, because I am unbearably loquacious.
I know this, yes.
Look, your I don't know what accent this is.
it's
Your mic is on and we can hear you.
Yeah, we're having a dungeon speed run.
Yeah, we're having a dungeon speed run.
Do you have the room for that?
No, we really
No.
don't. That's,
Are you gonna need the Ghostbusters quick response?
no, yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah,
that.
we
It's
don't
a
really have one on
defibrillator in
board.
the back. But hey, listen, since we are arriving at the nation of Fenderil, which is your
Yes.
brilliant Fenderil, beautiful accents.
Yeah.
Thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Brava, please, no! No!
Oh God, what's happening back there?
Well, you shouldn't serve shellfish on a flight this long. I'm gonna jam with it.
Listen, it sounds like you're having a little bit of a problem in there. Make sure you aren't Jim-witted and you grab the emergency Just Jewel.
Yeah, we're gonna get everything just tools up here.
Yeah, there needs to be just Jewel
You'll have the military ready when you land.
Thank you.
God, it's
Great.
everywhere!
Are they almost down? It's time for our beaker part.
Oh. You're gonna have to land the plane yourself. It is a union mandatory break.
Yeah,
That was so visual.
No.
Thank you, Team Force of Light.
Thank you.
I think I'm nuts. This was your fault.
Thank you so much.
We're not responsible for what just happened.
Okay,
So you have a
a
new ship.
reminder to our cast.
Oh, God.
I need secrets that went into a glass book. I have one already
Yes.
from Rhea. I have one from Val waiting on YouTube. You have until the next episode. So
Did I glimpse the big bad? I think
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it doesn't
Or
matter.
he's just the spooky guy.
He's going to use all of our secrets in court against us. And then,
Oh, no! It's like I planned it. Well, I didn't because I wasn't able to do it unless you did it. So it's really like the gods who watch and I planned it together.
Oh, no.
Although they didn't really plan it. It just sort of
Let
happened.
me just tell you.
Val's is not
All right, so thank you, everyone. It was a wonderful evening to spend with all of you. Again, without the donations, without Patreon, without you sharing the word with your friends and families, without you being here every Wednesday, we would not be able to continue to do this. So thank you for all of you who give us your time and your kindness. We deeply appreciate it.
Indeed.
And as always, here on the Dungeon Run, when we say goodbye, it's humankind. Be bold! We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, kids.
Oh, my God.
It started as a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.